sip feels like a gentle jolt of life. But depending on how it's delivered, in coffee or in tea, that spark can either burn bright and fast or glow slowly and steady. Let's see how this tiny molecule creates such different experiences, and why your body responds to each one in its own unique way. The caffeine kick. Let's begin with caffeine, the world's favorite natural stimulant, and the reason both coffee and green tea can change the way you feel in minutes. When you drink coffee, caffeine enters your bloodstream quickly. It travels straight to your brain and blocks a chemical called adenosine, the one that tells your body it's time to rest. Once adenosine is blocked, your brain fires signals faster. Dopamine levels rise, your heart beats a little quicker, and your mind feels sharp and alive. That's why that first sip of coffee feels like magic. A sudden clarity, a surge of motivation, like your body is saying, "Let's go." But here's what most people don't notice. This energy comes with a price. The same process that wakes you up also triggers your stress response. Your body releases cortisol and adrenaline, the fight-or-flight hormones that prepare you for action. That's great if you're running late for work, but not so great if you live every day in that high-alert state. Too much caffeine too fast can leave you anxious, jittery, or drained by mid-afternoon. What many call the coffee crash. Your energy peaks sharply, then drops suddenly, leaving you craving another cup just to feel normal again. It's a cycle, one that feels powerful, but often leaves your body exhausted beneath the surface. And this is where green tea takes a gentler, wiser path. Because while it also contains caffeine, it pairs it with something special. A natural compound that completely changes how your brain experiences energy. Let's discover that secret ingredient next. The green tea difference. Now let's turn to green tea, a drink that seems quiet, yet holds centuries of wisdom in every cup. Yes, it also contains caffeine, but far less than coffee, usually about 1/3 as much. Still, the kind of energy it gives feels completely different. That's because green tea carries a secret ingredient that works hand in hand with caffeine: L-theanine. L-theanine is a unique amino acid found almost only in tea leaves. It gently calms the mind while sharpening focus, like a deep breath for your brain. When L-theanine enters your system, it increases alpha brain waves, the same waves you experience during meditation or peaceful reflection. Your body relaxes, your mind clears, and yet you stay alert. So when you drink green tea, the caffeine doesn't rush in all at once. It's absorbed slowly, balanced by L-theanine's calming touch. The result? A steady, smooth form of energy that feels focused, stable, and clean, without the jitters, without the crash. That's why for centuries, monks in Japan and China have sipped green tea to stay awake through long hours of meditation. It helped them remain still, yet present, calm, yet awake. Modern science now proves what ancient tradition already knew. Green tea doesn't just energize your body, it harmonizes your mind. So if coffee is like a bright spark that flares and fades, green tea is a gentle flame that quietly endures. And that difference goes far beyond how you feel in the moment. It changes how your body handles stress, focus, and even long-term health. Let's explore that deeper side of energy next. What energy really means. When we say, "I need more energy," what we're really asking for isn't just a burst of caffeine, we're asking to feel alive again, to focus clearly, to move through the day without tension or fatigue, to feel steady inside, no matter how busy life becomes. But not all energy feels the same. Coffee energy is intense. It rushes through your body, quick and powerful, igniting your senses. You feel ready to conquer the world. Yet, when that surge fades, you often crash, drained, restless, or moody. Green tea energy, on the other hand, is balanced. It rises slowly, like morning light filling a quiet room. It doesn't overwhelm your system, it supports it. You stay focused, yet calm, awake, yet grounded. And science explains why. Caffeine alone increases your cortisol levels, the stress hormone that tells your body to stay on alert. That's useful in short bursts, but when cortisol stays high for too long, it drains your body, weakens your immune system, and even affects your sleep. L-theanine in green tea does the opposite. It lowers cortisol, relaxes blood vessels, and balances your mood. So while coffee activates your fight-or-flight mode, green tea supports your rest and restore system, the one your body needs to heal, digest, and recover. It's not about which one wakes you up faster, but which one keeps your energy stable throughout the day. And this difference between stimulation and stability is what truly defines healthy energy. Because the goal isn't just to power through the day, it's to move through the day with ease. And when you understand that, you start to see energy not as something to chase, but as something to cultivate. Up next, let's look at how each of these drinks affects your body beyond your brain, your heart, your digestion, and your long-term well-being. Effects on the body. Energy doesn't just live in your mind. It flows through every part of your body. And what you drink each morning can shape more than just your focus. Let's look at how coffee and green tea affect your heart, your metabolism, and your rest. First, your heart. Coffee can be both a friend and a challenge here. In moderate amounts, it may improve blood circulation, sharpen alertness, and even lower the risk of certain heart diseases. But too much caffeine, especially for people who are sensitive to it, can raise your heart rate, cause palpitations, and increase anxiety. Green tea, by contrast, has a calming influence on the cardiovascular system. It's packed with catechins, powerful antioxidants that protect the arteries, reduce inflammation, and help maintain healthy blood pressure. Instead of stimulating your heart, green tea supports it, quietly, consistently, like gentle nourishment from within. Now, metabolism. Both drinks help your body burn energy, but in different ways. Coffee gives a short-term boost, a quick rise in metabolism that helps you stay active. Green tea's catechins, however, work on a deeper level, supporting fat oxidation and blood sugar balance. It's not just about burning calories, but about improving how your body uses them. Digestion and stomach comfort. Coffee, though invigorating, is acidic and can irritate the stomach lining. If you've ever felt heartburn or bloating after coffee, you know that sharp edge it sometimes carries. Green tea is much gentler. Its natural compounds soothe digestion, reduce inflammation, and are often used in traditional medicine to calm the stomach after meals. And finally, sleep. Caffeine stays in your body for hours. Even one cup of coffee in the afternoon can quietly interfere with your sleep cycle. Green tea, on the other hand, has less caffeine, and the L-theanine helps your brain relax when it's time to wind down. Some people even find they sleep better when they switch their afternoon coffee for a cup of green tea instead. So, while coffee powers your morning, green tea protects your balance throughout the day. One drives performance, the other sustains peace. And in the rhythm of life, we need both, but in harmony, not in excess. Next, let's talk about timing, because when you drink your tea or coffee, can make all the difference in how your energy feels. Timing and daily routine. Timing matters just as much as what you drink. Because your body's rhythm, your natural energy clock, responds differently throughout the day. In the morning, when you first wake up, your body is already producing a natural dose of cortisol, the hormone that helps you feel alert. So instead of reaching for coffee right away, start with a glass of water. Let your body wake up on its own. After about an hour, that's the perfect time for your morning coffee. Your energy will rise smoothly, and the caffeine will feel more stable. But if you wake up feeling tense or anxious, consider starting your day with green tea instead. It gives you focus without overstimulation, clarity without pressure. Late morning or early afternoon, this is where green tea truly shines. When your mind starts to dip and your body feels that midday slowdown, a cup of green tea revives your focus gently. It keeps you productive without pushing your heart rate or raising your stress levels. Evening and night. Here, the goal isn't energy, it's restoration. Avoid caffeine at least 6 hours before bed. If you love a warm drink, try decaffeinated green tea or herbal teas like chamomile, lavender, or rooibos. They relax your nervous system and signal to your body that it's time to rest. Think of your drinks not just as habits, but as tools. Each one serves a moment. Each one supports a different kind of energy. And when you choose them with intention, you turn a simple daily ritual into an act of healing. Next, we'll wrap everything up with a few simple, science-backed tips to help you make the most of both worlds. If you love both coffee and green tea, you don't have to choose one forever. Balance, not restriction, is where true wellness begins. Here are a few simple ways to get the best of both worlds. Number 1, start your day with green tea. It gently wakes up your mind without overstimulating your heart. You'll notice your focus stays clearer and your energy feels calmer throughout the morning. Number 2, save coffee for your busiest days. When you truly need that extra push, enjoy your cup. Slowly, mindfully, savor the aroma. Let it be a comfort, not a crutch. Remember, caffeine is most powerful when you use it intentionally, not habitually. Number 3, hydrate always. Both coffee and tea are mild diuretics, which means they can dehydrate you slightly. A glass of water between cups helps your body stay balanced and clear. Number 4, never drink caffeine on an empty stomach. Pair it with something light, like fruit, oatmeal, or whole grains, to protect your digestion and steady your blood sugar. Number 5, experiment. Try switching one of your daily coffees for green tea for a week. Notice how you feel, not just in your energy, but in your mood, your focus, and your sleep. You may find that your body naturally prefers calm energy over chaos, because real energy isn't about intensity. It's about alignment. It's not how much caffeine you consume, but how consciously you live. Green tea and coffee aren't rivals. They're different paths to the same destination, feeling awake, alive, and connected to yourself. So tomorrow morning, before that first sip, pause for just a moment. Ask yourself, what kind of energy do I need today? Maybe it's the fire of coffee. Maybe it's the peace of green tea. Either way, make it a mindful choice, a small act of care for your body, and a quiet promise to your soul. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Healing Good Life for more gentle, science-backed insights on natural energy, longevity, and mindful nutrition, because every sip, every breath, and every small moment of awareness is part of your healing journey. You wake up, the sun is shining. You reach for your coffee, maybe check your phone, and then tell yourself, I'll eat later. I'm not that hungry yet. But a few hours go by, and suddenly your mind feels cloudy. You lose focus. You reread the same email again and again, but the words just don't stick. Sound familiar? That's what I like to call the morning brain drain. Here's the truth. Your brain is an incredible machine, but it runs on fuel. When you skip breakfast, you're not just skipping a meal. You're starving your brain of the nutrients it needs to think clearly, react quickly, and stay emotionally balanced. Breakfast isn't just food. It's your morning's first act of self-care. It tells your body, I'm ready. Let's begin today with energy and focus. Research shows that people who eat a balanced breakfast have sharper memory, steadier mood, and fewer mid-morning crashes. And here's something fascinating. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's total energy every single day. That's more than any other organ in your body. So, here's the question I want you to think about. Are you fueling your most powerful organ, your brain, the way it deserves each morning? Today, we'll explore how to build a brain-boosting breakfast habit. One that helps you think sharper, feel calmer, and stay energized all day long. The science of smart starts. Key brain nutrients. Let's talk about what your brain really needs every morning. Forget the sugary cereals and white bread. Your brain isn't craving empty carbs. It's craving clean, steady fuel. The kind that keeps you focused and calm long after breakfast is over. So, what are the key nutrients that make a real difference? Number 1. Omega-3 fatty acids. Think of these as your brain's building blocks. They strengthen your cell membranes and help your neurons talk to each other faster and more efficiently. You'll find them in chia seeds, walnuts, flax seeds, and if you love seafood, in salmon too. A sprinkle of these tiny powerhouses can do wonders for your mental clarity and long-term brain health. Number 2. Antioxidants. Here's something fascinating. Every thought, every emotion, even stress, creates tiny oxidative reactions inside your brain. Antioxidants are like your brain's cleanup crew. They sweep away those free radicals and keep your neural pathways clear and sharp. Want some of the best natural sources? Blueberries, blackberries, spinach, and a soothing cup of green tea. Nature's simplest colors, blue and green, are often the best defense for your mind. Number 3. Complex carbohydrates. Your brain's main energy source is glucose, but not the quick hit from sugar. It needs a slow, steady release of energy. That's where complex carbs come in. Oats, quinoa, and whole grain bread feed your brain gradually, so your energy doesn't spike and crash. Think of them as your brain's version of premium fuel. Clean, long-lasting, and reliable. And let's not forget one more silent hero: protein. Adding just a bit of it, from eggs, Greek yogurt, or tofu, helps balance your blood sugar and extends your focus for hours. Now, here's a myth worth busting. Breakfast doesn't just mean eating something. It means eating smart. A donut might wake you up for 20 minutes. But a balanced, nutrient-rich breakfast will keep your mind sharp until lunchtime. And here's something even more amazing. Your gut and your brain are constantly talking to each other. Scientists call it the gut-brain axis. So, what you eat in the morning doesn't just fuel your neurons, it shapes your mood, your focus, even your emotional balance. A breakfast that supports a healthy gut, one rich in fiber, probiotics, and real food, helps your brain stay calm, clear, and happy all day long. Your breakfast is more than a meal. It's a message to your brain. I'm ready to perform at my best today. Building your brain-boosting blueprint. Simple and delicious recipes. Now that you know what your brain truly needs, let's turn that science into something you can taste and enjoy every single morning. Because eating for your brain shouldn't feel complicated. It should feel comforting, colorful, and delicious. Here are 3 simple breakfast ideas that anyone can make. Meals that nourish both your body and your mind. First, the Focus Fuel Smoothie. This one is for the busy mornings when you need to get going fast, but you still want to give your brain what it deserves. Just blend together 1 cup of almond milk, half a banana, half a cup of blueberries, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a handful of spinach, and a spoon of almond butter. That's it! This little blend gives you omega-3s, antioxidants, protein, and slow energy all in one creamy sip. It's like giving your brain a morning hug in a glass. Next, the savory, cognitive power, oats. Forget plain oatmeal. This is comfort food that thinks smart. Cook rolled oats with water or milk, then add a pinch of turmeric, a sprinkle of walnuts, a soft boiled egg, and a drizzle of olive oil on top. It's rich, warm, and full of anti-inflammatory power. The combination of healthy fats, complex carbs, and protein gives you long, steady energy and mental clarity that lasts all morning. And finally, the Memory Master Overnight Chia Pudding. Perfect for those who want to plan ahead and wake up ready. Before bed, mix 3 tablespoons of chia seeds with 1 cup of oat milk or coconut milk. Add a few slices of strawberries or kiwi and a touch of cinnamon or honey if you like it sweet. Leave it in the fridge overnight. By morning, it transforms into a smooth, creamy pudding that's loaded with fiber, omega-3s, and antioxidants. It takes 2 minutes to prepare, and your brain will thank you all day. These breakfasts are not about restriction. They're about intention. Every ingredient you choose is like a message to your body saying, "I'm taking care of you." And when your body feels cared for, your mind responds with focus, calm, and joy. Beyond the plate, optimizing your morning routine. A truly brain-boosting morning isn't just about what's on your plate. It's about how you start your day. The simple habits that quietly set the tone for everything that follows. Let's begin with something so basic, yet so powerful. Water. After a night of sleep, your body is slightly dehydrated. Even a small drop in hydration can slow down focus and memory. So before that first sip of coffee, give your brain what it really wants, a full glass of water. It's the easiest way to wake up your mind. Then, slow down for a moment while you eat. Don't rush through breakfast with your phone in hand or emails on your screen. Instead, take a breath. Look at your food. Notice the colors, the textures, the warmth. When you eat slowly and with awareness, your body digests better. And your brain absorbs more of those beautiful nutrients you worked so hard to prepare. Now, let's talk about light, your natural energy switch. Stepping outside, even for a few minutes of sunlight in the morning, tells your brain it's time to wake up. That light helps reset your body clock, boosts alertness, and lifts your mood naturally. And if you can, move a little. Stretch your arms. Roll your shoulders. Take a gentle walk. Movement sends oxygen and blood to your brain, giving you clarity before your day even begins. It's these small moments, water, sunlight, mindful movement, that combine with your breakfast to form a complete morning ritual. You don't need perfection. You just need presence. When you start your day with awareness and nourishment, you tell your brain, "I'm ready to be my best self today." And that message echoes through everything you do. Sustained energy and focus, your brain's best friend. So what happens when you start feeding your brain the right way, day after day? You begin to notice small shifts. Your focus lasts longer. Your mood feels steadier. The fog that used to roll in before lunch starts to disappear. It's not magic. It's biology. When your brain receives steady, high-quality fuel each morning, it doesn't have to fight for balance. Instead, it thrives. Over time, this simple habit can do more than just keep you alert. It can improve your memory, sharpen your decision-making, and even protect your brain from age-related decline. Think of breakfast as your daily investment in long-term mental strength. Studies have shown that people who eat balanced breakfasts consistently perform better in tasks that require memory and focus. They also experience less stress throughout the day. Why? Because their brains aren't running on empty. They're running on rhythm. The key is consistency. One healthy breakfast makes you feel better for a day. 10 in a row can change how you live your week. And when it becomes a habit, your energy, productivity, and clarity rise naturally. No caffeine crash required. The best part? You can make it fit your lifestyle. If you're vegan, choose tofu, avocado, and nuts for healthy fats and protein. If you're always on the go, blend a smoothie or prep overnight chia pudding the night before. If you're gluten-free, try quinoa or sweet potatoes instead of bread. There's no one perfect breakfast. There's only the breakfast that makes you feel your best. And when you listen to your body and feed it wisely, your mind will reward you with sharper focus, calmer emotions, and lasting energy. Each morning becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a renewal, a quiet moment where you choose clarity over chaos, balance over rush, and nourishment over neglect. That's the kind of choice that builds a powerful life, one peaceful, intentional morning at a time. The Morning Challenge. Feed your brain. Change your day. Tomorrow morning, when the alarm goes off, don't just wake up. Start up. Before you reach for your phone or rush into your to-do list, take one quiet moment for yourself. Ask this simple question: what can I give my brain today to help it serve me better? Then choose something nourishing. Maybe it's that Focus Fuel smoothie you prepared last night. Maybe it's a bowl of warm oats, topped with walnuts and honey. Or maybe it's just a slow breakfast eaten with calm and gratitude. Whatever it is, make it count. Because every bite, every sip, every mindful moment at the start of your day sends a message to your body and mind. A message that says, I care about how I feel. I care about how I think. I care about me. Try it for just 1 week. 7 mornings of intention. 7 chances to feed your brain with love and awareness. And watch what happens. Your focus sharpens, your energy steadies, and your mood begins to lift in ways you might not expect. This is how real transformation begins. Not through drastic changes, but through quiet, consistent care. A glass of water, a balanced meal, a mindful breath, 1 morning at a time. So tomorrow, rise with purpose. Nourish your body, feed your brain, and let your day unfold from a place of clarity, peace, and strength. If this message resonates with you, join us here at Healing Good Life, where every day we explore how to live with more energy, joy, and balance. Through the science and soul of healthy living, remember this: your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Fuel it well, and it will carry you further than you ever imagined. Thank you for being here, for choosing to slow down, breathe, and care for your well-being. Every time you nurture your body, you're also healing your mind. Every calm, intentional morning brings you closer to a life filled with balance, joy, and clarity. If today's message inspired you, subscribe and stay with us here at Healing Good Life. Together, we'll keep exploring the small daily choices that lead to lasting vitality for your body, your mind, and your beautiful life. Feeling run down, catching colds easily, or taking longer to recover than you used to? You might think your immune system just needs rest, but often it needs the right chemistry. Before you reach for another supplement bottle, here's something surprising. A single fruit can activate 3 of your body's most powerful defense systems, all at once. That fruit is pineapple. Beneath its sweetness lies a perfect biological design. Vitamin C to fuel your immune army, bromelain to calm unnecessary inflammation, and antioxidants to protect your cells from burnout. Today, We're not talking myths or internet trends. We're looking at real science, how pineapple supports immunity at the cellular level, and why researchers around the world keep turning back to this tropical medicine of nature. How pineapple boosts your immune system. Pineapple strengthens your immune system through three main biological mechanisms: vitamin C, bromelain, and plant antioxidants. Each of these compounds targets a different part of the immune process, helping your body fight infections, regulate inflammation, and recover faster. Let's start with vitamin C, the most direct immune activator found in pineapple. 1 cup of fresh pineapple provides about 88 milligrams of vitamin C, which is nearly the entire daily requirement for an adult. Inside your body, vitamin C is stored in immune cells, at concentrations up to 100 times higher than in your blood. This vitamin supports both arms of the immune system: the innate defense, which reacts instantly to pathogens, and the adaptive defense, which creates antibodies for long-term protection. Vitamin C shields white blood cells from oxidative stress, improves their movement toward infection sites, and enhances the destruction of microbes once they arrive. When the body is low in vitamin C, immune cells lose efficiency, wounds heal slower, inflammation lingers longer, and you become more prone to fatigue and respiratory infections. The second key compound is bromelain, a proteolytic enzyme complex unique to pineapple. Unlike most fruit enzymes, bromelain can survive digestion and enter the bloodstream. Research shows that it modulates the inflammatory response by decreasing overactive cytokines such as TNF-alpha and IL-1 beta, while increasing anti-inflammatory molecules like IL-10. This mechanism helps the immune system stay balanced, strong enough to fight, but calm enough to prevent chronic inflammation. Finally, pineapple provides polyphenols and flavonoids, natural antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and protect your immune cells from oxidative damage. These compounds reduce cellular stress and create a stable internal environment where the immune system can function efficiently. In short, pineapple supports immunity on 3 levels: defense, regulation, and protection. A simple fruit delivering complex biological harmony. Vitamin C, the immune system's first line of defense. Vitamin C is one of the most studied nutrients in human biology, and its impact on immune function is both direct and measurable. It supports the body on 3 essential fronts: by enhancing the activity of white blood cells, protecting those cells from oxidative damage, and maintaining the physical barriers that block infections. Inside your bloodstream, vitamin C reaches its highest concentration in neutrophils and lymphocytes, the primary soldiers of the immune response. These cells use vitamin C as a molecular shield against oxidative stress that occurs when they attack pathogens. When neutrophils destroy bacteria, they release reactive oxygen species, small molecules that kill microbes but can also damage the immune cells themselves. Vitamin C neutralizes this collateral damage, allowing immune cells to stay active longer and function more efficiently. In the adaptive branch of immunity, vitamin C also plays a signaling role. It supports the production of antibodies by B cells and improves the differentiation of T cells, the body's targeted response system that remembers specific pathogens. This is why individuals with low vitamin C status tend to recover more slowly from infections and show delayed healing. Clinical data confirm these biological mechanisms. Meta-analyses from the Cochrane collaboration show that regular vitamin C intake, around 200 milligrams per day or more, can shorten the duration of the common cold by roughly 8% in adults and 14% in children. In people under physical stress, such as athletes or soldiers in cold environments, regular vitamin C supplementation cuts the risk of catching a cold almost in half. In summary, vitamin C doesn't make you invincible, but it keeps your immune army strong, mobile, and well protected. Pineapple, with its naturally high vitamin C content, provides this essential support in a refreshing, bioavailable form your body can easily absorb. Bromelain, the natural anti-inflammatory enzyme. Bromelain is one of the key reasons pineapple is considered more than just a source of vitamins. It is a unique complex of proteolytic enzymes, meaning it helps the body break down proteins, but its influence extends far beyond digestion. Modern research shows that bromelain interacts with the immune and inflammatory systems in multiple ways, acting almost like a biological regulator. After being absorbed through the intestines, bromelain enters the bloodstream and begins to modulate inflammatory signaling. Studies have demonstrated that bromelain decreases the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines, such as TNF-alpha and IL-1 beta, while enhancing the production of anti-inflammatory mediators like IL-10. This balancing effect prevents the immune system from becoming overactive, which is essential because chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the silent drivers of aging and immune fatigue. In the respiratory system, bromelain also acts as a mucolytic agent, meaning it helps dissolve thick mucus and clear airways. Clinical research in sinusitis and bronchial inflammation has shown that bromelain supplementation can reduce congestion and improve breathing comfort, especially when used alongside conventional care. There is also growing evidence that bromelain supports faster recovery after physical stress. Studies in athletes and post-surgical patients have found that it can reduce swelling, pain, and tissue inflammation, leading to quicker healing. These effects are linked to bromelain's ability to influence prostaglandins and fibrin, molecules involved in the body's inflammatory cascade. Importantly, bromelain doesn't suppress immunity. It helps regulate it, keeping the inflammatory response powerful when needed, but controlled when the threat is gone. This makes pineapple not just a supportive food, but a natural model for balanced immunity. Strength without overreaction. Repair without chaos. Antioxidants, cellular protection, and immune stability. Every immune response produces what scientists call oxidative stress, the release of reactive oxygen species, or ROS. These molecules help destroy pathogens, but when they accumulate, they can also damage the body's own cells. This is where antioxidants come in, and pineapple provides a natural source of them in the form of polyphenols, flavonoids, and vitamin C working together. Pineapple's antioxidants act as molecular buffers. They neutralize free radicals before these unstable molecules can attack cell membranes or DNA. In immune cells, this protection means longer cell lifespan, better communication, and fewer inflammatory errors, such as unnecessary immune activation or tissue damage. Several studies highlight pineapple's antioxidant potential. Research published in journals on food chemistry and nutrition has shown that pineapple extracts significantly reduce oxidative markers in both cell and animal models. This reduction correlates with lower lipid peroxidation, a sign that cell membranes are better protected against stress-induced damage. Antioxidants also preserve the integrity of epithelial barriers, such as the lining of your respiratory and digestive tracts, the first physical shield of the immune system. When oxidative stress weakens these barriers, pathogens can invade more easily, forcing the immune system to overwork. By maintaining barrier strength, pineapple helps reduce unnecessary immune activation and keeps inflammation in check. Flavonoids, like quercetin and phenolic acids found in pineapple, are particularly effective at modulating the NF-kappa B pathway, a central regulator of inflammation. By calming this pathway, these compounds further reduce cytokine overproduction, working in harmony with bromelain's anti-inflammatory effects. The result is a balanced immune environment, active when needed, quiet when safe. In simple terms, antioxidants make sure your immune system fights smart, not just hard. Scientific evidence and clinical findings. Scientific research over the past few decades has steadily confirmed how pineapple and its key compounds influence immunity, inflammation, and recovery. Let's look at the evidence from three main angles: vitamin C, bromelain, and antioxidants. First, vitamin C, large-scale analyses from the Cochrane collaboration, involving tens of thousands of participants, consistently show that daily vitamin C intake of 200 milligrams or more shortens the duration of the common cold by roughly 8% in adults and 14% in children. In people under physical stress, such as marathon runners or soldiers in cold climates, regular supplementation cuts the incidence of colds by nearly 50%. These results demonstrate vitamin C's role not as a cure, but as a functional cofactor that allows immune cells to operate efficiently and recover quickly after infection. Second, bromelain. Clinical and laboratory studies reveal that bromelain reaches measurable levels in the bloodstream after oral ingestion and actively interacts with immune markers. Trials in patients with sinus inflammation and post-surgical swelling show that bromelain improves breathing comfort, reduces tissue edema, and accelerates healing. In controlled dental surgery studies, bromelain users reported less pain and faster recovery compared with placebo. These findings align with its known ability to regulate TNF-alpha, IL-1 beta, and other inflammatory mediators, balancing the immune response rather than suppressing it. Third, antioxidants. Research on pineapple extracts demonstrates significant decreases in oxidative stress indicators such as lipid peroxidation and malondialdehyde levels. These effects translate into better cellular protection, improved barrier integrity, and lower systemic inflammation, especially in metabolic and cardiovascular contexts. Taken together, these data make one conclusion clear: pineapple delivers measurable, biologically relevant support for immune health. Not folklore, but evidence-based nutrition grounded in reproducible science. Practical takeaways and final summary. The science is clear. Pineapple supports your immune system through three proven biological actions. It supplies vitamin C for defense, bromelain for inflammation control, and antioxidants for cellular protection. Together, these compounds create an internal environment where your body can heal, repair, and resist infection more effectively. The practical question is simple: how do you use this knowledge every day? The answer isn't complicated. Consistency matters more than quantity. Eating 1 to 2 cups of fresh pineapple a day provides your body with enough vitamin C to maintain immune readiness while giving you small but meaningful doses of bromelain and polyphenols. It's not about taking high doses or extracts. It's about steady nourishment that supports your body's natural rhythm. Pineapple works best as part of a balanced diet, combined with whole foods rich in zinc, magnesium, and plant fiber. When paired with adequate sleep, hydration, and moderate exercise, its compounds reinforce the immune foundation that modern life often weakens. Safety always comes first. Because pineapple is naturally acidic, large portions can irritate the mouth or stomach in sensitive individuals. People using anticoagulant medication should consult a physician before taking concentrated bromelain supplements, as the enzyme can mildly affect platelet activity. Beyond those cautions, pineapple remains a safe, accessible, and science-supported addition to most diets. In essence, this tropical fruit embodies a simple truth about healing. The body does not need miracles. It needs balance. Vitamin C fuels defense, bromelain brings calm, and antioxidants protect the space where recovery begins. So, the next time you slice open a pineapple, remember, you're not just enjoying sweetness. You're giving your immune system exactly what nature designed it to have: balance, energy, and quiet strength. If this video helped you understand how nature truly supports healing, don't forget to subscribe to Healing Good Life, where every week we explore the science behind natural foods, longevity, and inner balance. Join our growing community of mindful learners and discover how small, evidence-based choices can create lasting change in your health and your life. You love ginger. In your stir-fry, in your morning smoothie, maybe in that spicy ginger shot from your local juice bar. It's warm, it's comforting, it wakes you up. And for thousands of years, this golden root has been more than food. It's been medicine, a symbol of vitality and balance. From ancient Chinese healers to modern nutritionists, ginger has been praised for its power to calm inflammation, ease nausea, fight colds, and warm the heart from the inside out. But here's something most people don't realize. Even the healthiest things can become harmful when we overdo them, because there's a fine line between healing and overheating. Think about it. You start drinking ginger tea every morning, add a few slices to every meal, and maybe take those extra-strength ginger capsules because you heard it's good. Then, suddenly, your stomach burns. Your heart races and your body feels off. What happened? You didn't do anything wrong. You simply crossed the invisible line where your body's balance tips. That's what this video is about. Understanding that fine line and learning how to stay on the side of harmony. So today, let's slow down. Let's listen to what your body might be trying to tell you. We'll explore what really happens when you eat too much ginger, why it can backfire, and how to enjoy its powerful benefits safely and mindfully. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness, because true healing begins with listening. Part 1. The science behind ginger's power. Before we talk about what happens when you eat too much ginger, let's take a moment to honor why it's so powerful in the first place. Inside every golden slice lies a complex mix of natural chemicals, most notably gingerol, shogaol, and zingerone. They're the compounds that give ginger its heat, its fragrance, and its healing magic. When you drink a cup of ginger tea, these compounds move through your bloodstream like tiny messengers. They help calm inflammation, ease pain, and support digestion. They even protect your cells from oxidative stress, the kind of internal rust that speeds up aging and disease. Modern research has started to catch up with ancient wisdom. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that ginger helped lower markers of inflammation in people with chronic pain. Another small clinical trial in the US suggested that daily ginger consumption could improve circulation and reduce muscle soreness after exercise. So, yes, ginger truly is a healing food. That's why you'll find it in cold-pressed juices, wellness shots, and even trendy coffeehouse lattes across America. But here's the catch. These same active compounds that heal your body can also overstimulate it when taken in excess. Think of ginger like natural caffeine, stimulating in small doses, but overwhelming if you keep pouring it in. Gingerol, for example, increases digestive activity and boosts circulation. That's great when your system needs a nudge. But if you're already sensitive, those same effects can make your stomach churn or cause your heart to race. Your body doesn't hate ginger. It just craves balance. And that's what most people miss. In our culture of more is better, we often treat health foods like miracles we can't get enough of. But your body isn't a trend. It's a rhythm. It needs time, rest, and moderation to stay in harmony. So as we go deeper, remember, ginger's power isn't just in what it does. It's in how much and how often you use it. Part 2. The stomach speaks first. If your body could talk, your stomach would probably be the first to whisper, "Hey, slow down with the ginger." Because this is where it all begins. In small amounts, ginger is your stomach's best friend. It helps your digestive enzymes flow, settles nausea, and soothes that heavy feeling after a big meal. That's why many people in the US sip ginger tea after a rich dinner or a long flight. It feels warm, cleansing, grounding. But when you take too much, that same warmth can turn into fire. Here's why. Ginger stimulates your stomach to produce more acid, which helps you digest food faster. But if your stomach is empty, or if you've been drinking concentrated ginger shots every morning, that extra acid has nothing to work on. It begins to irritate the lining of your stomach instead. At first, it feels like a gentle burn, a warmth rising behind the chest. Then it becomes more uncomfortable. Bloating, gas, cramps, or even that familiar sour taste creeping up your throat. Doctors call it acid reflux. Some nutritionists even refer to it as ginger reflux. It's not dangerous, but it's your body saying, enough. And here's the ironic part. Many people double down. They think, if my stomach hurts, I'll take more ginger tea to fix it. But that only fuels the fire. A study from the American Journal of Gastroenterology noted that ginger can increase gastric motility. Basically, it makes your stomach muscles more active. Great for slow digestion. Not so great if your stomach is already sensitive. So, what's the fix? Simple: timing and balance. If you love your ginger tea, drink it after meals, not on an empty stomach. Add honey or lemon to soften its intensity. And if you're a fan of those strong ginger shots sold at juice bars, try cutting them with warm water or using them every other day. Your stomach isn't weak. It's wise. It's teaching you something beautiful. That comfort, even from a healing root, comes from rhythm, not repetition. Part 3. The blood connection. Now, let's move deeper. From your stomach to your bloodstream. This is where ginger's warmth really begins to show its strength. For centuries, healers believed ginger warmed the blood, helping energy and circulation flow freely through the body. And modern science agrees. Ginger naturally contains compounds called salicylates, the same family of chemicals found in aspirin. They thin the blood slightly, allowing it to move more easily through your veins and arteries. That's one reason your hands or feet may feel warmer after a cup of ginger tea on a cold morning. In moderation, this effect is wonderful. It can help lower clot risk, support heart health, and improve oxygen delivery throughout your body. That's why many Americans drink ginger tea during winter, or after long hours sitting at a desk. It gets things moving again. But when you consume too much, that same flow can become too much of a good thing. If your blood becomes overly thin, you might notice small bruises that appear for no reason, gums that bleed easily after brushing, or even prolonged bleeding from minor cuts. If you're already taking medications like aspirin, ibuprofen, or prescription blood thinners such as warfarin, too much ginger may quietly intensify their effects. And while this might sound minor, it's your body's gentle way of saying, I'm working overtime. A 2019 clinical review from the Journal of Herbal Pharmacology warned that combining ginger supplements with anticoagulant drugs can increase bleeding risk in sensitive individuals. So what can you do? Don't panic. Just be mindful. If you take daily medication that affects circulation, limit ginger to small culinary amounts, like a few slices in a cup of tea or a meal. Skip concentrated capsules or ginger shots unless approved by your doctor. Your blood is sacred. It's the river that keeps your body alive, and it thrives in balance, not extremes. Ginger's warmth is meant to comfort you, not flood your system. So let it stay gentle, a spice that supports your flow, not one that overwhelms it. Part 4. Blood sugar and energy. When too low isn't good. For many people, Ginger is part of a healthy routine. A warm tea in the morning, a few slices in a smoothie, or a shot of juice before hitting the gym. And there's a good reason for that. Ginger helps your body respond better to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. It supports stable energy, reduces sugar cravings, and can even prevent that mid-afternoon energy crash. In small doses, it's a quiet hero. But like all heroes, when overused, it can cause chaos. When you take large amounts of ginger daily, especially alongside blood sugar medication, your glucose levels can drop too low. That's called hypoglycemia, and it can leave you feeling dizzy, shaky, weak, or anxious. Sometimes it happens subtly. You stand up too fast and feel lightheaded, or you skip breakfast and only drink a strong ginger shot, and your hands begin to tremble. It's not that ginger suddenly became harmful. It's that your body's natural equilibrium is being pulled too far in one direction. Gerdede 2021 report in the Journal of Complementary Medicine found that participants consuming high doses of ginger extract experienced mild but noticeable decreases in fasting blood glucose levels, especially when combined with diabetes medication. So, if you're diabetic or sensitive to sugar changes, think of ginger as a support, not a solution. You don't need to quit it. You just need to pace it. Try adding your ginger tea after a balanced meal, instead of drinking it first thing in the morning. Pair it with foods that naturally stabilize energy, like oatmeal, yogurt, or nuts. If you ever feel weak or jittery after consuming ginger, don't ignore it. That's your body whispering for gentleness. Energy isn't about constant stimulation. It's about steadiness, like a candle that burns evenly, not one that flares up and burns out. So, the next time you reach for that fiery ginger shot, pause and ask, do I need energy or do I need balance? Your body will always know the answer. Part 5. Your mouth, skin, and nerves. React. If your stomach was the first to whisper, your skin and nerves are often the next to speak, because ginger doesn't just warm you from the inside. You can feel its fire. Take a bite of raw ginger, and there's that familiar burn. It tingles, then spreads, almost like electricity waking up your senses. That's gingerol at work, the same compound responsible for ginger's heat and its healing. It boosts circulation, increases alertness, and in small amounts even helps fight inflammation. But when it becomes too much, your body's language changes. Your tongue may feel numb, your lips tingle, your throat burns long after swallowing. Sometimes, even your skin reacts, with redness, warmth, or mild irritation after applying ginger topically. This isn't detox, it's overstimulation. Your nerve endings are simply saying, I've had enough. In fact, a 2022 review in the Dermatologic Therapy Journal reported that concentrated ginger extracts, essential oils, and topical creams caused mild irritation in about 15% of sensitive users, especially when applied without dilution. And it's not just on the skin. People who take highly concentrated ginger capsules or chew large raw pieces daily sometimes describe a persistent burning tongue sensation. That's your mucous membranes being inflamed by too much active compound. So what can you do? Listen early, not late. If your mouth or skin feels too warm, take a break for a few days. Switch to milder forms, like brewed tea or cooked ginger in meals. Or try blending it with calming herbs such as mint, chamomile, or cinnamon. Remember, healing isn't about pushing harder. It's about responding sooner. Your body isn't punishing you when it reacts. It's protecting you. It's reminding you that nature's medicine is powerful, and power always needs respect. So the next time your tongue burns from that fiery ginger shot, don't tough it out. Smile, sip some water, and thank your body for letting you know its limits. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. Part 6. The balance point. How much is too much? So, where's the line between healing and harming? How much ginger is too much? For most healthy adults, nutrition experts recommend staying under 4 grams of ginger per day. That's roughly 1 teaspoon of freshly grated root, or about 2 cups of mild tea. It doesn't sound like much, does it? But that's all your body really needs to unlock the benefits without overwhelming your system. If you're drinking ginger tea morning, noon, and night, or taking concentrated supplements every day, it might be time to pause and recenter. Because more ginger doesn't mean more healing. Sometimes, more means more stress on your organs, your stomach, your liver, even your heart. Ginger's compounds work best in small, steady rhythms. Your body knows how to use what it needs and let go of the rest, if you give it space to breathe. Try rotating your healing habits. One day ginger, the next day mint, lemongrass, or turmeric. They're all calming and cleansing in their own ways, and together they create a gentle rotation, a dance of balance your body will thank you for. If you love your daily ginger shot, turn it into a weekly ritual instead. Sip it mindfully. Let the warmth spread through your chest. Notice the moment it shifts from comfort to heat. That's your signal to stop. Healing isn't about control. It's about conversation. Your body is always talking. Through sensations, cravings, energy shifts. You don't need a lab test to tell you when it's too much. You just need to listen. A 2020 survey from the American Nutrition Council found that people who practiced mindful eating, paying attention to how their body felt before, during, and after a meal, reported fewer digestive issues and more consistent energy levels. That's what moderation really means. It's not restriction, it's awareness. So the next time you prepare your favorite ginger tea, slow down. Smell the aroma. Take that first sip with gratitude. Because when you approach your food with mindfulness, it becomes medicine. Not just for your body, but for your peace of mind. Part 7. When ginger heals best. Now that we understand ginger's limits, let's come back to the beauty of what it can do. When used with care, because ginger isn't the enemy. It's one of nature's most generous teachers. Used wisely, it supports you in so many ways. It warms the body on cold mornings. It soothes motion sickness on long road trips. It eases cramps, calms nausea, and clears congestion. And when your energy feels low, that first sip of ginger tea can feel like a gentle sunrise inside your chest. In the right moment, ginger is pure comfort, a warm hand on the shoulder, a reminder that healing doesn't need to be complicated. A 2018 study from the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health found that participants who consumed small daily doses of ginger reported fewer cold symptoms and improved digestion. So yes, it's truly powerful. But its strength lies in consistency, not excess. That's the secret many people forget. Healing isn't found in the burst. It's found in the balance. Try using ginger intentionally. Add a few slices to warm lemon water when you wake up. Brew a mild tea after dinner to aid digestion. Mix powdered ginger with honey for a sore throat remedy. Or sprinkle a little on roasted vegetables or soups for a cozy, earthy depth. Each small ritual tells your body, I care about you. You see, food isn't just fuel. It's communication. Every sip, every bite, every aroma tells your nervous system whether you're safe, balanced, and loved. So let ginger be part of that conversation. A symbol of warmth, wisdom, and mindful self-care. The next time you prepare it, don't rush. Let the steam rise, smell the spice, feel the gratitude that something so simple can bring so much comfort. When you meet ginger halfway, not as a cure-all, but as a companion, it becomes what it was always meant to be: a healer that teaches balance, a root that connects body and soul. The gentle art of moderation. So, what really happens when you eat too much ginger? Your body doesn't rebel. It simply speaks. Through warmth that turns into burn. Through energy that turns into restlessness. Through balance that quietly slips away. It's not punishment. It's communication. Because the human body is wise. It knows when something beautiful becomes too much. And its way of saying stop isn't cruel. It's caring. When we push, it whispers. When we rush, it slows us down. When we overdo even what's healthy, it reminds us that healing was never meant to be extreme. In a world that glorifies more vitamins, more superfoods, more effort, real peace comes from enough. Enough rest, enough movement, enough nourishment. Not too little, not too much. And that's the lesson ginger teaches us. It's not just a root, it's a reflection of nature's wisdom. The same heat that brings warmth can also burn. The same spice that heals can also overwhelm. The art is in knowing when to stop and trusting that even small doses can do big things. So, if you've ever felt guilty for needing a break from diets, from supplements, from the constant chase for better, breathe. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to find joy in balance. Next time you sip your ginger tea, slow down. Feel its warmth. Thank it for what it gives you and for what it teaches you. Because healing isn't a sprint. It's a lifelong dance between awareness and acceptance. When you move with your body instead of against it, you don't just live longer, you live better. Stay grounded. Stay curious. Stay gentle with yourself. And remember, even the smallest act of mindfulness can transform an ordinary moment into a healing one. This is Healing Good Life, where nature's wisdom meets inner peace. We all grew up hearing it. Eat your spinach. It'll make you strong like Popeye. It's one of the first nutrition lessons most of us ever learned. A story passed down from cartoons, classrooms, and dinner tables. Spinach became a symbol of health, energy, and vitality, the green badge of the healthy eater. But what if I told you the story we've been repeating for generations isn't completely true? Not wrong, but incomplete. Because behind every so-called superfood, there's always a real story. One that's much more fascinating than the myth. A story of discovery, error, and scientific curiosity. In this video, we'll look beyond the surface. We'll explore how a small decimal mistake in a 19th century lab turned an ordinary vegetable into a global symbol of strength. We'll unpack what modern nutrition science actually says about spinach, its real benefits, its hidden limitations, and the smart ways to enjoy it safely. If you've ever wondered why you can eat healthy but still feel tired, why your iron levels stay low even with greens, or why your doctor tells you to watch your oxalates, you're in the right place. This isn't about hype. It's about understanding your body, one leaf at a time. Welcome to Healing Good Life, where science meets mindfulness, and food becomes a path to real healing. Part 1. The Iron Mistake and How the Spinach Myth Began. The story of spinach as a superfood began not in a kitchen, but in a laboratory. More than a century ago, in 1870, a group of German scientists were analyzing the nutrient content of vegetables. Among them was Dr. E. von Wolf, who measured how much iron each plant contained. When he got to spinach, he wrote down his results carefully. But somewhere between the notebook and the publication, a small decimal point was misplaced. Instead of 3.8 milligrams of iron per 100 grams, the report printed 35 milligrams, 10 times higher. That one tiny mistake, a dot in the wrong place, transformed spinach overnight from a humble leafy green into a so-called miracle of nutrition. The myth spread quickly. Teachers, doctors, even government nutrition posters repeated it for decades. And in 1930, a cartoon sailor named Popeye cemented spinach's reputation forever. Each time Popeye gulped a can and gained superhuman strength, children around the world learned one clear message: spinach equals power. But here's what's fascinating. Even when scientists corrected the error in 1937, the myth refused to die. People wanted to believe that something so simple, so natural, could make them strong. It was hope disguised as science. In reality, spinach does contain iron, but not the kind or quantity we once believed. And like many plant-based sources, its iron is bound up in compounds that make it difficult for your body to absorb. So spinach didn't lie to us. We just never heard the full story. And that's where the real journey begins. Understanding how this leaf truly interacts with the human body, beyond the legend of a misplaced decimal. Part 2. What's really inside spinach? The science behind the leaf. To understand spinach, we have to look beneath its green surface, into the quiet chemistry that happens inside each leaf. Spinach is a nutritional paradox. On paper, it looks like a perfect food, rich in vitamins A, C, and K, packed with folate, magnesium, and potassium, and full of plant antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene. It supports your immune system, keeps your blood pressure in check, and protects your eyes from aging. So far, so good. But nutrition isn't just what a food contains. It's what your body can absorb. And that's where spinach becomes complicated. Spinach stores minerals like iron and calcium in a chemical form that's locked away by oxalic acid, a natural plant compound called an anti-nutrient. It's not toxic in normal amounts, but it binds to metals, creating insoluble crystals your body can't easily digest or absorb. That means much of the iron and calcium in raw spinach simply passes through your system unused. In practical terms, if you eat spinach for iron, you're only getting about 5 to 10% of what's on the label. Compare that to red meat, where your body absorbs up to 25% of its iron. A huge difference, especially for women, athletes, and vegetarians relying on plant sources. And there's another detail. When these oxalate crystals build up, they can contribute to kidney stones, especially if you're dehydrated or consume large amounts of spinach daily. But don't rush to ban it from your plate. Nature rarely gives us a villain, only a balance to respect. When cooked properly and combined with the right foods, spinach becomes far more bioavailable and healing. In fact, what you'll hear next might change the way you prepare your greens forever. Because how you cook spinach can completely transform how your body uses it. Part 3. How to eat spinach the smart and scientific way. Science tells us that nutrition is never just about what you eat. It's about how you eat it. And spinach, perhaps more than any other vegetable, proves that preparation can be the difference between good and great. Let's start with the heat. When you lightly steam or sauté spinach, the heat breaks down oxalic acid, that same compound that binds iron and calcium. Just 2 to 3 minutes of gentle cooking can reduce oxalates by nearly half, dramatically improving how much iron and calcium your body absorbs. Now, the real magic happens when you pair spinach with vitamin C. Vitamin C acts as a natural enhancer, converting the plant's non-heme iron into a form that's much easier for your body to use. That's why squeezing fresh lemon juice or adding tomatoes, bell peppers, or strawberries to your spinach dish can double its nutritional impact. Another secret: healthy fats. Fat-soluble vitamins like A and K need a small amount of oil for absorption. A drizzle of olive oil or a few slices of avocado turns your spinach salad into a bioavailability powerhouse. But there's also the question of frequency. Even healthy foods need rotation. Eating large amounts of raw spinach every single day can slowly increase oxalate buildup. Not dangerous for most people, but unwise for those with kidney concerns or thyroid issues. Alternating spinach with kale, arugula, or bok choy gives your body variety and keeps your digestion balanced. Finally, hydration. Water is the unsung hero of detoxification. If you're adding spinach to your diet regularly, drinking enough water helps your kidneys flush away any oxalate crystals before they accumulate. So, spinach isn't something to fear. It's something to understand. Cook it right, pair it right, and this humble leaf transforms from a misunderstood myth into a genuine healing food. Part 4. When spinach might not be for everyone. Even the healthiest foods can become problematic for certain people. Spinach is powerful, but it isn't perfect. And for some, the very nutrients that make it healing can also create challenges. Let's start with the kidneys. If you've ever had kidney stones, you already know oxalates matter. Spinach is among the highest oxalate vegetables, and when those compounds combine with calcium in your body, they can form crystals known as calcium oxalate stones. Cooking spinach and drinking enough water help minimize the risk, but people with a history of stones should limit raw spinach and diversify their greens. Next, thyroid health. Raw spinach belongs to a group of vegetables that contain goitrogens, compounds that may interfere with thyroid hormone production when eaten in very large amounts. For most people, this isn't an issue, but if you have hypothyroidism, lightly cooking your spinach makes a world of difference. Heat neutralizes most goitrogenic activity, letting you keep the nutrients without the risk. Then there's blood health. Spinach is loaded with vitamin K, which plays a key role in blood clotting. If you're taking anticoagulant medication like warfarin, sudden changes in vitamin K intake can affect your dosage. Doctors don't tell patients to avoid spinach. They tell them to keep their intake consistent. Balance is safer than elimination. Finally, iron and anemia. Spinach contains iron, but in a form that's not easily absorbed. If you're iron deficient, you'll absorb far more from red meat, poultry, or lentils paired with vitamin C. Spinach can complement your diet, but it can't replace treatment. None of this makes spinach the enemy. It just means that even good things need context. In nutrition, as in life, healing often begins when we stop labeling foods as good or bad and start asking how they truly work with our bodies. Part 5. The real healing power of spinach and closing reflection. So after all the myths, numbers, and chemistry, why do we still talk about spinach with such respect? Because once you strip away the hype, what remains is a food that quietly supports some of the most vital systems in the human body. Spinach is rich in chlorophyll, a green pigment remarkably similar to human hemoglobin. It helps the body detoxify, oxygenate cells, and maintain a natural alkaline balance, a foundation for energy and recovery. Its polyphenols and flavonoids act as anti-inflammatory compounds, calming the body's stress responses at a cellular level. Studies from the Journal of Nutrition and Food Science show that regular spinach intake can lower oxidative stress, markers, and improve endothelial function. That's the lining of your blood vessels, supporting better circulation and heart health. Spinach also nourishes your brain. Research from neurology found that older adults who ate just one serving of leafy greens daily had the cognitive age of someone 11 years younger. That's the power of lutein, beta-carotene, and folate working together to protect neurons from damage. And it doesn't stop there. Magnesium helps regulate sleep and muscle relaxation. Vitamin K supports bone density. Iron and folate rebuild red blood cells after fatigue or illness. This isn't hype. It's biology doing what it was designed to do. So yes, spinach may not give you Popeye's instant strength, but it gives something far more meaningful: resilience. A quiet kind of strength that builds over time, from consistency, balance, and awareness. Every leaf is a reminder that healing doesn't come from miracles. It comes from understanding. When we cook gently, eat mindfully, and honor what nature gives, our food stops being just fuel. It becomes medicine. So next time you prepare spinach, add that squeeze of lemon, take a deep breath, and remember, true strength isn't found in a can. It's cultivated one mindful meal at a time. Thank you for watching Healing Good Life, where science meets the soul of wellness. Every food has a lesson to teach. Spinach teaches us humility, that even the most celebrated foods carry both light and shadow. It's not about chasing perfection, it's about finding balance. So the next time you prepare spinach, don't just think of it as a vegetable. Think of it as a teacher. Steam it gently, add a squeeze of lemon, and whisper a quiet thank you to the earth for this humble gift. Don't forget to subscribe to Healing Good Life for more gentle truths, mindful eating tips, and stories that help you heal from the inside out. Have you ever wondered what if the secret to staying young wasn't hidden in a laboratory, but blooming quietly in a fragile purple flower? Each autumn, for only 2 short weeks, fields in Persia and Kashmir come alive, blanketed in delicate lilac petals. And at the heart of every flower lie 3 tiny crimson threads, hand-picked at dawn, dried with care, and treasured for over 3,000 years. They call it saffron, the red gold of the ancient world. But to those who worked the land, it was never about luxury or wealth. It was about life itself: color, warmth, vitality. Across ancient civilizations, Persian, Greek, Indian, saffron was more than a spice. It was a symbol of renewal, a healer of the body and the spirit. Priests burned it in temples as incense for the divine. Mothers steeped it in milk to soothe the weary. Artists and poets wrote of its glow, calling it the sunlight of the soul. Even today, when you hold a single thread of saffron, you're holding centuries of patience, care, and quiet wisdom. It takes nearly 75,000 flowers to make just 1 single pound of saffron. And yet, inside that pound lies enough energy to color thousands of meals and brighten countless hearts. What is it about this humble thread that continues to captivate humanity? Why has it remained cherished through empires, dynasties, and generations? Perhaps because saffron carries something timeless, a memory of balance, a reminder that nature's power is often hidden in the smallest, most fragile forms. Today, we'll journey beyond its beauty and legend. We'll explore what modern science is now discovering about saffron's astonishing chemistry, its power to protect our cells, lift our mood, and keep our minds youthful and bright. But before we begin, take a breath. Look at the warm light in your cup, and remember, you're not just watching a story about a spice. You're witnessing the golden thread that connects ancient wisdom to modern healing. Welcome to Healing Good Life. Let's begin the journey. Part 1. An Ancient Elixir. Long before we had laboratories or vitamin supplements, people looked to nature for vitality, for something that could awaken both body and spirit. And among all the treasures the earth offered, saffron was unlike anything else. Its story begins over 3,000 years ago, in the golden valleys of Persia and the high plains of Kashmir. There, farmers would wake before dawn, their hands cold from the mountain air, to harvest the purple blossoms of the crocus sativus. Each flower offered only 3 crimson threads, and by midday, when the sun rose too high, the petals would close. The chance was gone. It was an act of devotion, not just labor. To gather saffron was to understand patience, precision, and respect. Ancient healers believed saffron carried the warmth of the sun itself. They brewed it into tonics to strengthen the heart, used it to lift sadness and calm anxiety. It was said that even just the scent of saffron could brighten a heavy mind. In Ayurvedic medicine, saffron was known as Kesar, a symbol of purity, radiance, and divine energy. It was believed to ignite the inner fire, balancing emotion and metabolism alike. In Persian tradition, it was steeped in milk for mothers recovering from childbirth, mixed into sweet rice for celebrations of love and new beginnings, and in ancient Greece, legends spoke of saffron's healing touch, how it was used to soothe battle wounds and restore vitality to weary travelers. The poet Homer even described saffron dawns that spread warmth over the sleeping earth. Every civilization found a way to weave saffron into both medicine and meaning. It became a bridge between body and soul, a reminder that health was never just physical. It was emotional, spiritual, energetic. But as centuries passed, modern life began to lose touch with that rhythm. We learned to measure nutrients and molecules, but forgot the art of slowing down. And yet, saffron remains, a humble survivor of both time and technology. Even in today's high-tech world, we still find ourselves drawn to its golden glow. Perhaps because it whispers something we've forgotten, that true healing begins not with rushing, but with reverence, with noticing, with gratitude for what's small, rare, and alive. So as we move from myth to modernity, let's look at what science now says about this ancient elixir, and how those golden threads might help us not just live longer, but live younger. Part 2. Saffron's Chemical Blueprint. For centuries, saffron was known for what it did, but not for why it worked. Its beauty was intuitive, its effect undeniable. But now, science is beginning to catch up with what ancient healers already sensed. Inside every delicate red thread lies a universe of chemistry, a living code of color, fragrance, and healing. The first is crocin, the compound that gives saffron its deep, golden hue. Crocin is a powerful antioxidant, meaning it protects our cells from oxidative stress, the same process that causes aging, fatigue, and cellular decay. It helps the body clear away unstable molecules called free radicals, which silently damage tissues over time. Think of it as a guardian of your inner glow. Then there is saffronal, the aromatic oil that gives saffron its warm, honey-like scent. Beyond fragrance, saffronal works within the nervous system, helping balance serotonin and dopamine, the messengers of joy, calm, and motivation. Modern studies suggest that even small amounts can support emotional stability and ease the fatigue that so often comes with stress. And finally, picrocrocin, the compound behind saffron's subtle bitterness. It may not taste sweet, but it plays an essential role in metabolism and recovery. It helps cells repair themselves after damage and supports the body's natural detox pathways. Together, these three molecules form a kind of symphony of resilience. They don't act like a drug. They harmonize like nature intended. Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective. In the language of modern biology, this means saffron may slow the shortening of telomeres, those tiny caps at the end of our DNA strands that determine how gracefully our cells age. It may also enhance mitochondrial energy, allowing every cell to function with more vitality and less waste. And in the language of the heart, it means this: saffron helps us feel more alive. It doesn't freeze time. It teaches our cells to age with grace. Researchers today are only scratching the surface, But the evidence is clear. These golden threads don't just color food. They color life itself, bringing brightness not just to the plate, but to the mind and the spirit. So the next time you hold a pinch of saffron in your hand, remember, you're holding a miniature pharmacy, crafted not by human invention, but by nature's patience. And this natural design is what science now calls the blueprint of youth. Part 3. The Science Speaks. When tradition and intuition meet science, something beautiful happens. We begin to understand why the things that heal us have always felt right. In the last 2 decades, researchers around the world have turned their eyes to saffron, not as a myth, but as a measurable medicine. In 2021, a study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology tested saffron extract on adults aged 50 and above. After 12 weeks, participants showed sharper memory, clearer attention, and lower signs of mental fatigue. Another trial, in 2022, reported in Frontiers in Nutrition, revealed that saffron supplementation reduced oxidative stress and improved emotional resilience in people facing chronic anxiety. Their sleep improved, and their sense of calm deepened. Not because saffron sedated them, but because it supported the body's natural rhythm. Even the eyes, our windows to the soul, seem to benefit from this golden gift. Clinical research in Italy found that saffron may help slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, a condition that dims vision with age. In patients who took daily saffron for 3 months, retinal cells became more responsive to light. The world literally became brighter. And beyond mood and memory, scientists are exploring saffron's potential to protect the heart, balance blood sugar, and ease inflammation in the digestive system. Each discovery confirms what healers long ago described in simpler words: to strengthen life from the inside out. Yet, science also teaches humility. Not every benefit is fully proven. Not every result can be replicated yet. But the trend is undeniable. Saffron stands among nature's most promising allies for healthy aging and emotional balance. It's not about chasing youth forever. It's about nourishing the systems that make youth possible. Our brain, our mood, our eyes, our heart. And perhaps that's why modern researchers speak of saffron not as a supplement, but as a functional food. Something that bridges nourishment and therapy, flavor and function, body and spirit. When you think about it, that's exactly how the ancients saw it too. So as we leave the laboratory and return to the kitchen, the next question is simple. How can we invite saffron back into our daily lives in a way that's practical, mindful, and true to its essence? Part 4. Bringing saffron into daily life. Now that we know what saffron can do, the next question becomes, how can we bring it into our everyday lives? Because true healing doesn't happen in rare moments of discovery. It happens in small, daily rituals. And saffron, humble, fragrant, golden, fits beautifully into that rhythm. You don't need much. In fact, saffron teaches moderation. A few threads a day, just 3 to 5, can already work their quiet magic. One of the simplest ways is through saffron tea. Soak a few strands in warm water for 10 minutes. Watch as the color blooms, from clear to gold, from gold to amber. Add a touch of honey or a squeeze of lemon if you like. Then take a moment before you drink. Let it be more than hydration. Let it be a pause, a mindful act of gratitude. Or you can make golden milk. Warm a cup of milk or almond milk, add saffron and a tiny pinch of turmeric. Stir slowly until the hues merge like a sunset in a cup. This ancient combination calms the nerves, eases digestion, and helps the body unwind before rest. For those who love to cook, add saffron water to your rice, soups, or desserts. Its aroma lifts the mood even before the first bite. And if you prefer supplements, standardized saffron extracts, around 30 to 50 milligrams a day, have been studied for mood and cognitive support. But remember, more isn't better. Saffron is potent. Stay within balance, especially if you're pregnant or taking medication for mood or blood pressure. Always consult your doctor before turning it into a habit. And a small note on quality. True saffron blooms slowly in warm water, its color deepening with patience. If it turns bright red too fast, it's likely synthetic or dyed. Let the thread teach you this simple truth. Authentic things take time. When you prepare saffron mindfully, you're not just nurturing your body, you're nurturing your awareness. It reminds us that healing can be beautiful, and that the smallest details can carry the greatest power. So tonight, as you sip that golden cup, know that you are continuing a tradition shared by thousands of generations before you. A quiet act of renewal, one that begins not in the body, but in the heart. Part 5. The balance of cost and value. We often hear people say, saffron is the most expensive spice in the world. And yes, it is. Ounce for ounce, it costs more than gold. But its real worth was never meant to be measured in dollars or weight. Its value is written in patience, in devotion, in the quiet rhythm of hands that rise before dawn to harvest something fleeting and beautiful. Each gram of saffron comes from tens of thousands of blossoms, each blossom opened by nature for only a few hours. It takes hundreds of human hands to gather what will later fill a single small jar. That's not just agriculture. It's artistry. It's mindfulness turned into motion. When you hold even a pinch of true saffron, you're holding time itself. Time from the fields, from the sun, from every person who touched it with care. And when you use it, you're invited to do the same, to treat it not as a luxury, but as a teacher. Saffron reminds us that the rarest things in life are not defined by quantity, but by presence. It asks us to slow down, to savor, to be fully aware of the moment we live in, because when we pause long enough to notice color, fragrance, and warmth, we begin to understand this is what wealth truly feels like. So yes, saffron may be costly, but maybe the real question isn't, is it worth the price? Maybe it's, what do we gain when we honor something so carefully made? In that sense, saffron is more than spice. It's a small, fragrant reminder that value doesn't come from possession, but from appreciation. And that understanding is itself a form of youth, a way of living that keeps the heart soft, the senses awake, and the spirit quietly rich. So, is saffron truly the fountain of youth? Maybe not in the way legends once promised. It won't stop the clock, erase time, or freeze our reflection in the mirror. But maybe it offers something deeper. A lesson in patience. A reminder that the most powerful forms of renewal don't come from resisting change, but from embracing it. Saffron teaches us that beauty isn't in permanence. It's in presence, in being awake to each breath, each color, each season of our life. Each thread of saffron is a story of transformation, a fragile flower that blooms for just a few hours at dawn, then fades by midday. Yet in that short moment, it gives the world its color, its warmth, its healing. Perhaps that's what staying young really means. Not fighting time, but learning to live within it, fully, gratefully, gently. Youth is not about skin or strength. It's about spirit. The willingness to keep discovering, to keep loving, to keep glowing, even through change. So the next time you brew saffron in warm milk, or sprinkle its golden hue over your meal, pause for a moment. Let its color remind you of the sunlight that lives within you. A light that doesn't age, doesn't fade, doesn't depend on years. You are that light. Saffron simply helps you remember it. And maybe that's the real secret the ancients knew, that healing isn't just about adding years to life, but adding life to your years. So tonight, take a deep breath, sip your tea slowly, and whisper a quiet thank you for the gift of time, for the patience of nature, and for the simple beauty of being alive. Because youth is not something we chase. It's something we nurture, moment by moment, with presence, kindness, and grace. Thank you for watching Healing Good Life. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who could use a little light today. And remember, the golden thread of healing has always been within you. We've all heard the phrase, "Eat your greens," but few people ever talk about the quiet power of purple. Have you ever wondered why nature paints some of her most healing foods in this rich, royal color? From blueberries and black rice to purple cabbage and sweet potatoes, these shades aren't random. They're a secret language of nutrition, a message from nature that says, inside this color lies something extraordinary. Before we go deeper, don't forget to follow Healing Good Life, where we uncover the science and soul of everyday foods and how nature quietly teaches us to heal, one meal at a time. Color is more than what we see. It's what our body feels. And purple, in the world of food, carries a very specific energy: balance, protection, renewal. Across ancient cultures, purple was the color of wisdom and longevity. Today, modern science is finally catching up, revealing that these violet hues are signs of compounds that guard your heart, your mind, and your cells. So next time you see a bowl of blueberries, don't just see color, see medicine, see nature's quiet brilliance, waiting to restore you. The science of purple, nature's built-in shield. So, what makes purple foods so powerful? It all begins with a natural pigment called anthocyanins, the compound responsible for those deep, vivid tones. Anthocyanins are part of a family of plant nutrients known as flavonoids, and they're among the most potent antioxidants found in nature. In simple terms, they fight oxidative stress, the same process that causes cells to age and weaken. Imagine your body as a busy city. Every second, millions of sparks, called free radicals, are produced by stress, pollution, and even digestion. Anthocyanins act like firefighters, extinguishing those sparks before they burn the city down. Scientific research supports this beautifully. A Harvard study following 93,000 women found that those who ate anthocyanin-rich foods twice a week had a 32% lower risk of heart attack. Another study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition discovered that people who consumed more blueberries and blackberries showed better cognitive performance and slower memory decline. But beyond the data, here's what's fascinating. Anthocyanins don't just protect. They activate your body's internal repair systems. They help blood vessels relax, improve circulation, and even influence brain signaling. So when you bite into something purple, you're not just feeding your body. You're tuning it, helping it function smoother, think clearer, and age slower. That's not just nutrition. That's intelligent eating. The Purple Heroes. 6. Foods that heal from within. Let's meet some of nature's most powerful purple healers. Each one, a quiet miracle wrapped in color and wisdom. Number 1. Blueberries. The brain's best friend. Tiny but mighty. Blueberries are often called brain berries, and science agrees. They protect neurons, boost memory, and calm inflammation throughout your nervous system. In a 2020 study from the University of Exeter, older adults who drank blueberry juice daily showed improved brain function within just 12 weeks. But beyond numbers, blueberries teach us something simple. Small things, done consistently, change everything. Sprinkle them on your breakfast, and you're not just eating fruit, you're feeding focus, joy, and mental clarity. Number 2. Purple sweet potatoes, the Okinawan secret. In Okinawa, Japan, home to some of the longest living people on Earth, purple sweet potatoes, or imo, are eaten almost every day. Rich in anthocyanins and resistant starch, they balance blood sugar, nurture your gut, and fuel your body gently for hours. These roots aren't just food, they're tradition. Elders say they ground the spirit, steam them, roast them, or blend them into soup. Each bite carries the wisdom of generations who lived long, calm, and content. Number 3. Black rice, the emperor's grain. In ancient China, black rice was once reserved only for emperors. They called it the forbidden rice. Deep, glossy, and rich in antioxidants, it supports liver detox, strengthens the blood, and offers iron and fiber in every serving. 1 cup of black rice is more than nourishment. It's history, a royal reminder that real luxury doesn't come from gold, but from grains that heal. Number 4. Purple cabbage, the gentle cleanser. Bright, crunchy, and full of life. Purple cabbage is one of nature's best natural cleansers. Its compounds help reduce inflammation, fight toxins, and even protect against certain cancers. Just 1 cup gives you over half your daily vitamin C. Toss it into salads, wraps, or ferment it into vibrant kimchi, and let its color remind you. Healing can be simple, joyful, and beautiful. Number 5. Purple grapes, the longevity jewel. Plump, sweet, and full of energy. Purple grapes are nature's tiny longevity capsules. They contain resveratrol, a plant compound known to protect your heart, your skin, and even your mind. In every grape, Adrain, Tardididantatari, there's a message from nature. Take care of your heart. It's the rhythm of your life. Eat them fresh, freeze them for snacks, or sip on grape juice with no added sugar. Every sip is a toast to youth that lasts from the inside out. Number 6. Eggplant, the protector. Don't peel off that glossy skin. That's where the anthocyanins live. Eggplants help regulate cholesterol, protect cell membranes, and support healthy circulation. When roasted or grilled, they become soft and smoky, a perfect balance between comfort and nourishment. Add them to your meals as a reminder. Strength doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's quiet, purple, and deeply grounding. Each of these foods carries a story of soil, sunlight, and survival. And when you eat them, that story becomes part of you. They're not just ingredients, they're allies, gifts from nature, teaching us that color isn't decoration. It's information, it's healing, it's life. The color connection. Science meets spirit. Purple isn't just a color, it's a frequency, a vibration that touches both body and soul. In color psychology, purple represents wisdom, calm, and healing. It lives between blue and red, between the cool stillness of peace and the warm pulse of energy, just like the balance your body quietly craves every day. In ancient traditions, this connection runs deep. In Ayurveda, purple foods align with the crown chakra, the energy center of clarity, awareness, and spiritual connection. When you eat them, you're not just feeding your body. You're reminding your spirit to come home, to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with purpose. Science has its own language for this same truth. Studies in color therapy and visual neuroscience show that simply looking at shades of violet can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and ease anxious thoughts. Your eyes send a gentle signal to your brain, and your body listens. Heart rate softens, muscles release, breathing slows. That's the quiet magic of purple at work. So when you prepare a meal full of color, you're not just nourishing your organs, you're rebalancing your entire system. You're turning food into communication, a dialogue between your mind, your cells, and the earth that sustains you. Because food isn't just fuel, it's language. And purple? Purple is nature's whisper that says, breathe, heal, begin again. How to add purple to your plate. Practical guide. The beauty of this journey is that you don't have to change everything overnight. Healing happens through small, mindful choices. One meal, one color at a time. Let's start simple. Morning. Begin your day with color and calm. Add a handful of blueberries, blackberries, or purple grapes into your smoothie. Top your oatmeal with diced plums or steamed purple sweet potatoes. Sweet, earthy, and full of natural energy. Each bite reminds your body that nourishment can be gentle. Midday and lunch. Add shredded purple cabbage to your wrap, salad, or soup. Its crunch isn't just texture, it's vitality. Swap white rice for black rice once or twice a week. It's not only beautiful, it supports liver detox and lasting energy. Let your plate look alive. Color is nature's signal of nutrients. Dinner. End your day with warmth and grounding. Roast purple sweet potatoes with olive oil and rosemary. Their aroma alone begins to relax the nervous system. Grill eggplant. Slices brushed with garlic and herbs. Simple, yet deeply satisfying for your heart and your senses. Drinks and rituals. Infuse your water with frozen berries for a subtle tint and antioxidants. Or try purple corn tea, a traditional Peruvian drink known to reduce inflammation and support circulation. Let it become your evening ritual, a cup of calm before rest. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about color diversity, about listening to what your body needs. Every shade nourishes a different part of you. Green cleanses, orange energizes, red strengthens, and purple. Purple restores balance and peace. Eat with presence. Eat with gratitude. Because every color you welcome to your plate is another way of saying, I choose healing. The color of longevity. When you think of superfoods, you might imagine something exotic, expensive, or hard to find. But often, the most powerful healers are the simplest. Sitting quietly in your local market, shining in shades of violet and indigo. In the world's longest living communities, from Okinawa to the Mediterranean, purple foods are not trends or health fads. They're traditions, a daily ritual of love, gratitude, and nourishment. A way of saying, I honor my body enough to feed it beauty. So the next time you hear, eat your greens, remember, it's also time to eat your purples. Each bite carries not just nutrients, but nature's memory. A reminder that healing doesn't always come from medicine. Sometimes it comes from color, from balance, from the simple act of choosing what truly nourishes you. Because every shade of purple on your plate is a quiet promise of strength, calm, and a life lived in harmony with the world. Before you go, if this message touched your heart or opened your mind, take a moment to subscribe to Healing Good Life, where we share the hidden wisdom of nature, the science of healing, and gentle reminders that your health is a beautiful journey, not a race. Stay curious, stay grateful, and remember, every meal can be a moment of healing. Have you ever heard whispers about a tree they call the miracle tree? It's not a modern discovery. Long before nutrition labels and health fads, Moringa was already growing quietly in sun-baked villages across India, Africa, and Southeast Asia. For centuries, families have turned to its leaves for strength, its seeds for healing, and its roots for survival. And yet, only now, in our supplement-obsessed world, the spotlight has finally found it. But what's the truth? Is moringa really a miracle? Or just another green powder in a fancy jar? From ancient Ayurvedic scrolls to modern laboratories, moringa has carried one simple promise: to nourish, to protect, and to heal, using the quiet wisdom of nature itself. So today, we're not chasing the next superfood trend. We're going back to what has always worked. Take a deep breath, and let's begin your journey with the miracle tree. Beyond the buzzwords, the science-backed benefits. Let's begin with what science actually says. Inside these tiny, emerald green leaves lies a quiet miracle of nutrition. Over 90 vitamins and minerals, 46 antioxidants, and all 8 essential amino acids that your body cannot make on its own. Gram for gram, moringa leaves contain 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 4 times more calcium than milk, and 3 times more iron than spinach. It's no wonder people call it green gold. But moringa's real power goes deeper than numbers. Within each leaf are compounds like flavonoids, polyphenols, and chlorogenic acid, natural protectors that help the plant survive intense heat and drought. When we consume them, they protect us too. Modern research shows that moringa may help reduce inflammation by calming excess cytokines that cause chronic pain. Balance blood sugar through chlorogenic acid, the same compound found in green coffee beans. Lower cholesterol, improving heart health and circulation. Protect the brain, thanks to its antioxidants that guard neurons from oxidative stress. Support liver health by reducing enzyme levels linked to toxicity. In one 2020 clinical study, people who consumed moringa powder for 12 weeks experienced a 14% drop in fasting blood sugar and improved lipid profiles, a result comparable to mild glucose control. Medication. And because moringa is rich in iron, magnesium, and plant protein, it can help combat fatigue and anemia, especially for older adults or those on vegetarian diets. In rural India, mothers have used moringa for generations to nourish their children through times of scarcity. Now, science finally understands why. These leaves aren't just food. They are one of the most nutrient-dense gifts nature has ever offered. When you nourish your body deeply, you don't just survive, you begin to thrive. Moringa and modern wellness. In today's world, our bodies face constant stress from screens, pollution, and endless rushing. Moringa acts as a gentle adaptogen, helping your body adapt to stress and restore inner balance. Its magnesium and amino acids naturally support better sleep and calmer moods, while its antioxidants help your cells recover from fatigue and mental fog. It also supports immunity, thanks to compounds like quercetin and beta-sitosterol, which reduce oxidative stress and enhance white blood cell response. And the benefits go skin-deep too. The same phytonutrients that protect moringa leaves from harsh sunlight help your skin resist premature aging, fine lines, and dullness, promoting a natural glow from within. This is not a miracle in a capsule. It's nature's way of gently restoring balance. One cell, one breath, one day at a time. Practical power-ups. Bringing moringa into daily life. So how can you bring this miracle tree into your daily life without turning it into another health chore? The answer is simple and gentle. Start small. Add half a teaspoon of moringa powder to your morning smoothie or oatmeal. Sprinkle it over a salad, or brew it into a warm, earthy green tea in the afternoon. Its flavor is mild, a little grassy, a little like matcha. But when blended right, it feels grounding and pure. And unlike coffee, moringa gives you calm, steady energy. No jitters, no crash, just quiet focus. If you love skin care, you'll be glad to know moringa oil is rich in oleic acid, a natural moisturizer that softens fine lines and restores elasticity. After a few weeks of daily use, many people notice clearer skin, smoother digestion, and a calm, centered energy throughout the day. Some even report fewer sugar cravings, because moringa's minerals help stabilize insulin response, helping you eat more mindfully and less impulsively. But here's the truth. Moringa isn't a magic pill. It won't detox your body overnight, and it can't replace a balanced meal. Instead, think of it as a way to bring back what modern life has slowly taken away. Real, plant-based nourishment, a quiet reset. A gentle tune-up that builds resilience over time. A few mindful notes. If you're pregnant, nursing, or taking medication for blood sugar or blood pressure, check with your doctor before using moringa regularly. It's powerful, but every body is beautifully unique. Moringa's global footprint, from soil to soul. The story of moringa isn't just about nutrition. It's about transformation. Across Africa and Asia, moringa trees are breathing life back into lands once silenced by drought. They grow fast, even in the poorest soils, and every part of the tree has a purpose. The leaf, the seed, the pod, the root. In small villages across Kenya, women's cooperatives plant moringa to feed local schools and to build steady income for their families. In the Philippines, it's called malunggay, the mother's best friend, a symbol of care used to boost milk for nursing mothers and to fight childhood malnutrition. The United Nations once called moringa the tree of the century, a sustainable answer to hunger and micronutrient deficiency. Its leaves can be dried and stored for months without losing nutrition. A lifeline in regions where fresh vegetables are rare, and moringa's healing doesn't stop with people. It heals the planet too. These resilient trees restore soil fertility, capture carbon, and help reverse desertification, turning barren earth into green, living oases. Every tree planted is a quiet act of hope. Every harvest, a story of resilience. So when you choose consciously sourced moringa, you're not just caring for your own body. You're supporting farmers, ecosystems, and generations to come. Because healing is never a solo act. It's a ripple from soil to soul. Your moringa journey. A mindful approach to healing. Now that you know what moringa can do, let's talk about something even more important. How to listen to it. Because healing isn't about doing more. It's about noticing more. About reconnecting with what your body has been whispering all along. Start small. Just 1 teaspoon a day. Notice how your energy shifts, how your digestion feels, how your skin, your focus, your mood begin to respond. If you've been living on fast, processed food, moringa may feel like a quiet awakening. A gentle reminder of balance your body has long been waiting for. And remember, moringa isn't a cure. It isn't here to replace healthy living. It's here to walk beside it. Think of moringa as a wise companion, a teacher from nature, reminding you to slow down, to breathe, and to nourish yourself deeply. Pair it with whole foods. Drink clean water. Move your body. Rest when you need to. That's when the real magic begins. In traditional medicine, moringa was known to cool the inner fire, reducing internal heat, easing tension, and restoring the flow of life energy. Today, scientists would call that reducing inflammation and balancing cortisol levels. Different languages, same truth. Moringa helps the body find harmony again. If you'd like to go deeper, explore trusted sources. The National Institutes of Health, the World Health Organization, and verified sustainable growers who honor both people and planet. Because how moringa is grown matters just as much as how it's consumed. The quiet wisdom of the miracle tree. Maybe moringa isn't just another superfood. Maybe it's something older, quieter, wiser. A reminder from the earth itself that everything we need has always been growing right in front of us. In its leaves, we find nourishment. In its roots, resilience. And in its shade, a whisper. Slow down. You are part of nature too. We live in a world that moves too fast, always searching for the next quick fix, the next promise, the next pill. But true healing doesn't rush. It listens. It roots itself. And it begins with small, intentional choices, like one green leaf stirred into your morning cup. So the next time you see moringa, pause. Think of the hands that planted it, the sunlight that fed it, the soil that held it steady. And remember, every act of nourishment is also an act of gratitude. When you care for your body, you care for the earth that sustains it. When you choose consciously, you become part of the healing cycle itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey through nature's quiet miracle. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to Healing Good Life, where science meets the soul, and every leaf has a lesson to teach. You love ginger, in your stir-fry, in your morning smoothie, maybe in that spicy ginger shot from your local juice bar. It's warm, it's comforting, it wakes you up. And for thousands of years, this golden root has been more than food. It's been medicine, a symbol of vitality and balance. From ancient Chinese healers to modern nutritionists, ginger has been praised for its power to calm inflammation, ease nausea, fight colds, and warm the heart from the inside out. But here's something most people don't realize. Even the healthiest things can become harmful when we overdo them, because there's a fine line between healing and overheating. Think about it. You start drinking ginger tea every morning, add a few slices to every meal, and maybe take those extra-strength ginger capsules because you heard it's good. Then, suddenly, your stomach burns. Your heart races and your body feels off. What happened? You didn't do anything wrong. You simply crossed the invisible line where your body's balance tips. That's what this video is about. Understanding that fine line and learning how to stay on the side of harmony. So today, let's slow down. Let's listen to what your body might be trying to tell you. We'll explore what really happens when you eat too much ginger, why it can backfire, and how to enjoy its powerful benefits safely and mindfully. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness, because true healing begins with listening. Part 1. The science behind ginger's power. Before we talk about what happens when you eat too much ginger, let's take a moment to honor why it's so powerful in the first place. Inside every golden slice lies a complex mix of natural chemicals, most notably gingerol, shogaol, and zingerone. They're the compounds that give ginger its heat, its fragrance, and its healing magic. When you drink a cup of ginger tea, these compounds move through your bloodstream like tiny messengers. They help calm inflammation, ease pain, and support digestion. They even protect your cells from oxidative stress, the kind of internal rust that speeds up aging and disease. Modern research has started to catch up with ancient wisdom. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that ginger helped lower markers of inflammation in people with chronic pain. Another small clinical trial in the US suggested that daily ginger consumption could improve circulation and reduce muscle soreness after exercise. So, yes, ginger, truly is a healing food. That's why you'll find it in cold-pressed juices, wellness shots, and even trendy coffeehouse lattes across America. But here's the catch. These same active compounds that heal your body can also overstimulate it when taken in excess. Think of ginger like natural caffeine, stimulating in small doses, but overwhelming if you keep pouring it in. Gingerol, for example, increases digestive activity and boosts circulation. That's great when your system needs a nudge. But if you're already sensitive, those same effects can make your stomach churn or cause your heart to race. Your body doesn't hate ginger. It just craves balance. And that's what most people miss. In our culture of more is better, we often treat health foods like miracles we can't get enough of. But your body isn't a trend. It's a rhythm. It needs time, rest, and moderation to stay in harmony. So as we go deeper, remember, ginger's power isn't just in what it does, it's in how much and how often you use it. Part 2. The stomach speaks first. If your body could talk, your stomach would probably be the first to whisper, "Hey, slow down with the ginger." Because this is where it all begins. In small amounts, ginger is your stomach's best friend. It helps your digestive enzymes flow, settles nausea, and soothes that heavy feeling after a big meal. That's why many people in the US sip ginger tea after a rich dinner or a long flight. It feels warm, cleansing, grounding. But when you take too much, that same warmth can turn into fire. Here's why. Ginger stimulates your stomach to produce more acid, which helps you digest food faster. But if your stomach is empty, or if you've been drinking concentrated ginger shots every morning, that extra acid has nothing to work on. It begins to irritate the lining of your stomach instead. At first, it feels like a gentle burn, a warmth rising behind the chest. Then it becomes more uncomfortable. Bloating, gas, cramps, or even that familiar sour taste creeping up your throat. Doctors call it acid reflux. Some nutritionists even refer to it as ginger reflux. It's not dangerous, but it's your body saying, enough. And here's the ironic part. Many people double down. They think, if my stomach hurts, I'll take more ginger tea to fix it. But that only fuels the fire. A study from the American Journal of Gastroenterology noted that ginger can increase gastric motility. Basically, it makes your stomach muscles more active. Great for slow digestion. Not so great if your stomach is already sensitive. So, what's the fix? Simple: timing and balance. If you love your ginger tea, drink it after meals, not on an empty stomach. Add honey or lemon to soften its intensity. And if you're a fan of those strong ginger shots sold at juice bars, try cutting them with warm water or using them every other day. Your stomach isn't weak. It's wise. It's teaching you something beautiful. That comfort, even from a healing root, comes from rhythm, not repetition. Part 3. The blood connection. Now, let's move deeper, from your stomach to your bloodstream. This is where ginger's warmth really begins to show its strength. For centuries, healers believed ginger warmed the blood, helping energy and circulation flow freely through the body. And modern science agrees. Ginger naturally contains compounds called salicylates, the same family of chemicals found in aspirin. They thin the blood slightly, allowing it to move more easily through your veins and arteries. That's one reason your hands or feet may feel warmer after a cup of ginger tea on a cold morning. In moderation, this effect is wonderful. It can help lower clot risk, support heart health, and improve oxygen delivery throughout your body. That's why many Americans drink ginger tea during winter, or after long hours sitting at a desk. It gets things moving again. But when you consume too much, that same flow can become too much of a good thing. If your blood becomes overly thin, you might notice small bruises that appear for no reason, gums that bleed easily after brushing, or even prolonged bleeding from minor cuts. If you're already taking medications like aspirin, ibuprofen, or prescription blood thinners such as warfarin, too much ginger may quietly intensify their effects. And while this might sound minor, it's your body's gentle way of saying, "I'm working overtime." A 2019 clinical review from the Journal of Herbal Pharmacology warned that combining ginger supplements with anticoagulant drugs can increase bleeding risk in sensitive individuals. So what can you do? Don't panic. Just be mindful. If you take daily medication that affects circulation, limit ginger to small culinary amounts, like a few slices in a cup of tea or a meal. Skip concentrated capsules or ginger shots unless approved by your doctor. Your blood is sacred. It's the river that keeps your body alive, and it thrives in balance, not extremes. Ginger's warmth is meant to comfort you, not flood your system. So let it stay gentle, a spice that supports your flow, not one that overwhelms it. Part 4. Blood sugar and energy. When too low isn't good. For many people, ginger is part of a healthy routine. A warm tea in the morning, a few slices in a smoothie, or a shot of juice before hitting the gym. And there's a good reason for that. Ginger helps your body respond better to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. It supports stable energy, reduces sugar cravings, and can even prevent that mid-afternoon energy crash. In small doses, it's a quiet hero. But like all heroes, when overused, it can cause chaos. When you take large amounts of ginger daily, especially alongside blood sugar medication, your glucose levels can drop too low. That's called hypoglycemia, and it can leave you feeling dizzy, shaky, weak, or anxious. Sometimes it happens subtly. You stand up too fast and feel lightheaded, or you skip breakfast and only drink a strong ginger shot, and your hands begin to tremble. It's not that ginger suddenly became harmful. It's that your body's natural equilibrium is being pulled too far in one direction. Gerdede 2021 report in the Journal of Complementary Medicine found that participants consuming high doses of ginger extract experienced mild but noticeable decreases in fasting blood glucose levels, especially when combined with diabetes medication. So, if you're diabetic or sensitive to sugar changes, think of ginger as a support, not a solution. You don't need to quit it. You just need to pace it. Try adding your ginger tea after a balanced meal, instead of drinking it first thing in the morning. Pair it with foods that naturally stabilize energy, like oatmeal, yogurt, or nuts. If you ever feel weak or jittery after consuming ginger, don't ignore it. That's your body whispering for gentleness. Energy isn't about constant stimulation. It's about steadiness, like a candle that burns evenly, not one that flares up and burns out. So, the next time you reach for that fiery ginger shot, pause and ask, do I need energy or do I need balance? Your body will always know the answer. Part 5. Your mouth, skin, and nerves. React. If your stomach was the first to whisper, your skin and nerves are often the next to speak, because ginger doesn't just warm you from the inside. You can feel its fire. Take a bite of raw ginger, and there's that familiar burn. It tingles, then spreads, almost like electricity waking up your senses. That's gingerol at work, the same compound responsible for ginger's heat and its healing. It boosts circulation, increases alertness, and in small amounts even helps fight inflammation. But when it becomes too much, your body's language changes. Your tongue may feel numb, your lips tingle, your throat burns long after swallowing. Sometimes even your skin reacts, with redness, warmth, or mild irritation after applying ginger topically. This isn't detox, it's overstimulation. Your nerve endings are simply saying, I've had enough. In fact, a 2022 review in the Dermatologic Therapy Journal reported that concentrated ginger extracts, essential oils, and topical creams caused mild irritation in about 15% of sensitive users, especially when applied without dilution. And it's not just on the skin. People who take highly concentrated ginger capsules or chew large raw pieces daily sometimes describe a persistent burning tongue sensation. That's your mucous membranes being inflamed by too much active compound. So what can you do? Listen early, not late. If your mouth or skin feels too warm, take a break for a few days. Switch to milder forms, like brewed tea or cooked ginger in meals. Or try blending it with calming herbs such as mint, chamomile, or cinnamon. Remember, healing isn't about pushing harder. It's about responding sooner. Your body isn't punishing you when it reacts. It's protecting you. It's reminding you that nature's medicine is powerful, and power always needs respect. So the next time your tongue burns from that fiery ginger shot, don't tough it out. Smile, sip some water, and thank your body for letting you know its limits. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. Part 6. The balance point. How much is too much? So, where's the line between healing and harming? How much ginger is too much? For most healthy adults, nutrition experts recommend staying under 4 grams of ginger per day. That's roughly 1 teaspoon of freshly grated root, or about 2 cups of mild tea. It doesn't sound like much, does it? But that's all your body really needs to unlock the benefits without overwhelming your system. If you're drinking ginger tea morning, noon, and night, or taking concentrated supplements every day, it might be time to pause and recenter. Because more ginger doesn't mean more healing. Sometimes, more means more stress on your organs, your stomach, your liver, even your heart. Ginger's compounds work best in small, steady rhythms. Your body knows how to use what it needs and let go of the rest, if you give it space to breathe. Try rotating your healing habits. One day ginger, the next day mint, lemongrass, or turmeric. They're all calming and cleansing in their own ways, and together, they create a gentle rotation, a dance of balance your body will thank you for. If you love your daily ginger shot, turn it into a weekly ritual instead. Sip it mindfully. Let the warmth spread through your chest. Notice the moment it shifts from comfort to heat. That's your signal to stop. Healing isn't about control. It's about conversation. Your body is always talking. Through sensations, cravings, energy shifts. You don't need a lab test to tell you when it's too much. You just need to listen. A 2020 survey from the American Nutrition Council found that people who practiced mindful eating, paying attention to how their body felt before, during, and after a meal, reported fewer digestive issues and more consistent energy levels. That's what moderation really means. It's not restriction, it's awareness. So the next time you prepare your favorite ginger tea, slow down. Smell the aroma. Take that first sip with gratitude. Because when you approach your food with mindfulness, it becomes medicine. Not just for your body, but for your peace of mind. Part 7. When ginger heals best. Now that we understand ginger's limits, let's come back to the beauty of what it can do. When used with care, because ginger isn't the enemy. It's one of nature's most generous teachers. Used wisely, it supports you in so many ways. It warms the body on cold mornings. It soothes motion sickness on long road trips. It eases cramps, calms nausea, and clears congestion. And when your energy feels low, that first sip of ginger tea can feel like a gentle sunrise inside your chest. In the right moment, ginger is pure comfort, a warm hand on the shoulder, a reminder that healing doesn't need to be complicated. Ahi, 2018 study from the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health found that participants who consumed small daily doses of ginger reported fewer cold symptoms and improved digestion. So yes, it's truly powerful. But its strength lies in consistency, not excess. That's the secret many people forget. Healing isn't found in the burst. It's found in the balance. Try using ginger intentionally. Add a few slices to warm lemon water when you wake up. Brew a mild tea after dinner to aid digestion. Mix powdered ginger with honey for a sore throat remedy. Or sprinkle a little on roasted vegetables or soups for a cozy, earthy depth. Each small ritual tells your body, I care about you. You see, food isn't just fuel. It's communication. Every sip, every bite, every aroma tells your nervous system whether you're safe, balanced, and loved. So let ginger be part of that conversation. A symbol of warmth, wisdom, and mindful self-care. The next time you prepare it, don't rush. Let the steam rise, smell the spice, feel the gratitude that something so simple can bring so much comfort. When you meet ginger halfway, not as a cure-all, but as a companion, it becomes what it was always meant to be. A healer that teaches balance, a root that connects body and soul. The gentle art of moderation. So, what really happens when you eat too much ginger? Your body doesn't rebel. It simply speaks. Through warmth that turns into burn. Through energy that turns into restlessness. Through balance that quietly slips away. It's not punishment. It's communication. Because the human body is wise. It knows when something beautiful becomes too much. And its way of saying stop isn't cruel. It's caring. When we push, it whispers. When we rush, it slows us down. When we overdo even what's healthy, it reminds us that healing was never meant to be extreme. In a world that glorifies more vitamins, more superfoods, more effort, real peace comes from enough. Enough rest, enough movement, enough nourishment. Not too little, not too much. And that's the lesson ginger teaches us. It's not just a root, it's a reflection of nature's wisdom. The same heat that brings warmth can also burn. The same spice that heals can also overwhelm. The art is in knowing when to stop and trusting that even small doses can do big things. So, if you've ever felt guilty for needing a break from diets, from supplements, from the constant chase for better, breathe. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to find joy in balance. Next time you sip your ginger tea, slow down. Feel its warmth. Thank it for what it gives you and for what it teaches you. Because healing isn't a sprint. It's a lifelong dance between awareness and acceptance. When you move with your body instead of against it, you don't just live longer, you live better. Stay grounded. Stay curious. Stay gentle with yourself. And remember, even the smallest act of mindfulness can transform an ordinary moment into a healing one. This is Healing Good Life, where nature's wisdom meets inner peace. You've probably seen dragon fruit before. That bright pink, exotic fruit that looks almost unreal. Some call it the jewel of the tropics, but most people only see the beauty, not the power that lies within. Behind that soft, sweet taste is one of nature's most underrated healing gifts. It's more than a fruit. It's a quiet healer, helping your gut, your skin, your heart, and even your energy in ways few people realize. Today, we'll uncover how this tropical treasure works deep inside your body. From the science of its vibrant colors to the calm, balanced energy it brings. So, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's explore how something so simple, so beautiful, can become a key to your healing journey. The science behind the magic. That rich pink or red color isn't just for show. It comes from natural compounds called beta-cyanins, the same pigments that make beets and amaranth so vibrant. These are powerful antioxidants that protect your cells from the wear and tear of time. Every day, your body fights thousands of tiny battles against stress, pollution, toxins, and poor diet. Over time, those battles cause inflammation, the slow, silent process behind aging, fatigue, and chronic disease. Beta-cyanins step in like tiny soldiers. They neutralize free radicals, reduce inflammation, and protect the delicate lining of your blood vessels and organs. And that's just the beginning. Dragon fruit is also rich in vitamin C, which helps your immune system stay strong, your skin stay bright, and your collagen, the foundation of youthful skin, stay firm. But here's something most people don't know. Dragon fruit isn't just about vitamins. It's about balance. Its fiber supports digestion. Its antioxidants protect your heart. And its prebiotics, yes, those special fibers that feed good gut bacteria, help your microbiome flourish. When your gut is healthy, everything else follows. You digest better. You sleep better. Your mood improves. Because your gut isn't just about food, it's your second brain. So, when you nourish your gut with foods like dragon fruit, you're nurturing your emotional well-being too. That's the harmony of science and healing, working quietly, naturally, without you even noticing. Healing benefits for body and mind. Let's look closer at what this fruit really does for you. One part of your body at a time. Number 1. For your gut. Dragon fruit's prebiotic fiber feeds the good bacteria that keep your digestion balanced. Unlike regular fiber, prebiotics don't just pass through you. They become nourishment for your microbiome. That means less bloating, smoother digestion, and a stronger immune system. A healthy gut is the root of all healing. And dragon fruit helps you get there, one bite at a time. Number 2. For hydration and energy. Made of almost 90% water, dragon fruit refreshes and hydrates your body at a cellular level. The natural sugars it contains release energy slowly, helping you avoid the crashes that come with processed sweets. It's the perfect fruit for hot days, after exercise, or anytime your body needs gentle renewal. Number 3. For your heart. Inside those tiny black seeds are omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. They may be small, but their benefits are mighty, helping reduce bad cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and protect your arteries from inflammation. A heart nourished by nature beats stronger and lasts longer. Number 4. For your skin. Vitamin C and antioxidants work together to repair and protect your skin. They help fade dark spots, prevent wrinkles, and give you that natural glow. Many people use dragon fruit masks, but the real glow comes when you feed your skin from the inside. When your body is balanced, your skin becomes a mirror of your health. Number 5. For your mind. Here's the healing part we often forget. When your gut and heart are calm, your mind follows. Dragon fruit's antioxidants reduce oxidative stress in your brain, helping you think clearer, sleep deeper, and feel lighter. Your mind isn't separate from your body. Every healthy choice you make sends peace through your entire system. So, that bright, joyful color of dragon fruit? It's more than beauty. It's balance, inside and out. How to enjoy dragon fruit daily. Bringing dragon fruit into your daily life. Now that you know what it does, let's talk about how to enjoy it. You don't need fancy recipes. You just need consistency and creativity. Here are a few simple healing ways. Morning smoothie. Blend dragon fruit with Greek yogurt, banana, and chia seeds. It's light, hydrating, and filled with fiber to start your day strong. Healing salad. Add dragon fruit cubes to spinach, avocado, and orange slices. The mix of healthy fats, fiber, and vitamin C works wonders for your skin and heart. Evening calm treat. Freeze dragon fruit puree for 2 to 3 hours and scoop it like sorbet. A natural, soothing dessert to end your day without guilt. On the go. Simply cut one in half, scoop with a spoon, and enjoy. The best healing is often the simplest. Tip: if you can find the red flesh variety, go for it. It has more antioxidants and a deeper flavor. But even the white kind has plenty of healing goodness. And remember, healing doesn't come from one meal. It comes from daily habits, from choosing nature's colors over processed foods, from listening to your body instead of your cravings. Each time you choose something that nourishes you, you're saying yes to health, to balance, to life. Dragon fruit teaches us something profound, that beauty and healing often hide in the simplest places. In a fruit stand, in a small act of care, in one mindful bite. When you slow down enough to notice, you begin to see nature has always been whispering, "Everything you need, I've already given you." You don't have to chase perfect diets or complicated routines. Just return to the basics. Whole foods, colorful plates, peaceful moments. Every bright fruit, every mindful meal is an invitation to come back home, to balance, to gratitude, to yourself. So next time you see a dragon fruit, don't just think of it as something exotic. See it as a symbol of what your body truly needs: hydration, healing, and harmony. And as you nourish your body, don't forget to feed your soul, too. The forgotten miracle tree. Healing good life. What if nourish your body, calm your soul. If you love discovering how simple foods can heal your life, subscribe to our channel. Together, let's keep exploring the beauty, the science, and the peace hidden inside every natural gift. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age beautifully? They still smile with energy, move with grace, and carry peace in their eyes, even at 80, 90, or 100 years old. What's their secret? Is it luck, genetics, expensive supplements, or could it be something far simpler, something ancient? Long before science started naming vitamins and molecules, our ancestors already knew the power of food. They believed every root, leaf, and seed held life-giving energy, a kind of wisdom written by nature itself. And now, modern research is proving they were right. The secret to living longer and living better may not be in the next innovation, but in rediscovering what's always been here. Welcome to Healing Good Life. Today, let's travel through time and decode the ancient superfoods that helped past civilizations thrive, and learn how their wisdom can transform your modern life, one bite at a time. The lost wisdom of ancient longevity. Beyond the hype, the science of moringa. Picture this. A quiet village in Okinawa, Japan. An old woman tends her garden in the soft morning light. Every week, her hands are weathered, her back slightly bent, but her smile is radiant, her mind sharp. She has eaten the same way her whole life. Sweet potatoes, seaweed, tofu, herbs, miso soup. No fancy diets, no protein shakes, just balance, gratitude, and consistency. They contain locals there have a saying, Nuchi Gusui, which means food is medicine. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. Now travel to India, the air filled with the scent of spices, turmeric glowing like sunlight. For more than 4,000 years, Ayurvedic healers have used turmeric to purify the blood, calm inflammation, and strengthen the heart. Every Indian kitchen became a mini pharmacy, and every meal a quiet act of healing. In China, emperors searched for something called Lingji, the mushroom of immortality. It was said to grant peace, longevity, and spiritual clarity. Monks drank it before meditation, warriors before battle, and across the ocean, the Aztecs harvested a blue-green miracle from the water,
the science of
spirulina.
moringa.
They called it
We've all heard the
food
word
of the gods.
superfood so many
Rich
times
in energy
that it
and
almost
nutrients,
feels empty
it
now.
fueled their
Every week
endurance
there's a
and
new
strength.
one. A berry,
Four
a
different
seed,
cultures,
a powder,
four
but once in a
different
while,
worlds,
a plant
yet the
truly
same
earns
truth
that
connects
title.
them all.
And moringa
Real
is one of
longevity
them.
begins in how we
Let's
nourish
break down
ourselves,
why this
body,
humble tree has
mind,
captured
and
the
spirit.
attention of scientists around the world.
Turmeric,
For gram,
the golden spice
moringa
of life.
leaves are nutritional
Let's begin with the
powerhouses.
golden
They
healer.
contain
Turmeric,
7 times
dark,
more vitamin C
bright,
than oranges,
earthy, and warm.
4 times more calcium
This root has
than milk,
colored human
3
history
times
for
more
millennia.
potassium than
In ancient
bananas,
India, it was more than a spice. It was sacred, used in rituals, medicine, and even in marriage ceremonies as a symbol of prosperity and purity.
and even 2 times
Mothers
more
mixed it with
protein
warm
than
milk
yogurt.
for their children
It's
at
like a
night,
multivitamin.
believing it could
Straight
strengthen
from
their
the
bodies
earth.
and
A
soothe their hearts.
2018
Healers
study
prescribed it
published
for
in the Journal
wounds,
of Food Science
digestive
and
troubles, and
Technology
sadness.
confirmed that
Modern science finally caught up. Turmeric's main compound, curcumin, has been shown to fight inflammation, protect cells, and support brain health. Chronic inflammation is now recognized as a root cause of many diseases: arthritis, diabetes, even early aging. And turmeric directly addresses that. Gently, naturally, consistently. But there's more. Studies reveal that curcumin can boost mood, support memory, and even promote the growth of new brain cells. That means a teaspoon of turmeric today isn't just seasoning. It's nourishment for your future self. The ancients already knew one more secret. They always combined turmeric with black pepper and healthy fats in ghee, coconut oil, or milk. Centuries later, scientists discovered
Beyond
that
the
black
hype.
pepper boosts curcumin absorption
for gram,
by up to
moringa
2,000%.
leaves are
So when you
nutritional
stir turmeric
powerhouses.
into your
They
soup
contain
or enjoy a
7 times
golden
more
latte at
vitamin C
night,
than oranges,
remember,
4
you're
times
practicing
more
a tradition
calcium than
that's
milk,
healed bodies and
3
hearts
times
for
more
thousands of
potassium
years.
than bananas, 9 times more iron than
Reishi,
spinach,
the mushroom
and 2
of
times
immortality.
more protein than
Now,
yogurt.
imagine
It's
a
like a
mountain
multivitamin.
forest after the
Straight
rain.
from the earth,
Mist
a
curls between
2018
ancient trees,
study published in the
and from
Journal
a
of
fallen
Food
log,
Science and
a red-brown
Techno-
mushroom glows faintly. Reishi, for thousands of years, Chinese healers considered reishi divine. They believed it connected the heavens and the earth. Only the pure-hearted could find it. Only emperors could consume it. They brewed it into tea to calm the spirit and strengthen vitality. They said it helped them live with both power and peace. Today, scientists understand why. Reishi contains beta-glucans, triterpenes, and powerful antioxidants that train your immune system to respond intelligently. Not overreacting with inflammation, not underreacting when under stress. It's what modern herbalists call an adaptogen, a substance that helps the body adapt to physical, emotional, and mental stress.
Healing from within.
In simple words,
Moringa's
reishi
real-world
helps you stay
benefits.
balanced. If you often
Now that
feel
we
anxious,
understand why
tired,
moringa
or
is such an
wired,
extraordinary
reishi
plant,
offers what no
it's
energy
time to
drink
look beyond
can:
the numbers.
calm strength. It doesn't push you. It stabilizes you. It reminds your body how to breathe again. You can find it in teas, capsules, or powders. The key is consistency. Reishi doesn't shout its benefits. It whispers them. Over time, try replacing one late-night coffee with reishi tea. Let that be your invitation to rest. Because true healing doesn't come from doing more. It comes from allowing yourself
Benefit
to
number
slow
1,
down.
boosts immunity. Your immune system is your natural
Spirulina,
armor,
the aqua
a silent
superpower.
guardian working
Now
every
we dive
second
into the waters of life itself to meet one of Earth's oldest living organisms, spirulina. Before plants, before humans, there was spirulina, a microscopic algae that helped create the oxygen we breathe today. The Aztecs and the people of Chad harvested it from natural lakes, drying it under the sun to make nutrient-dense cakes. They used it as a complete meal, light, powerful, and full of life. Today, NASA calls spirulina the food of the future. But the truth is, it's a food from the past, a bridge between ancient Earth and modern science. 1 tablespoon contains over 60% complete protein, plus iron, magnesium, B vitamins, and rare antioxidants like phycocyanin.
Benefit number
Phycocyanin
2.
gives spirulina
Fights
its deep blue-green
inflammation.
color
Inflammation
and protects
is
your
body's
cells from
natural alarm
oxidative
system.
stress.
A built-in defense
3.
that tells your
Silent
immune
process
cells when
behind
something's
aging.
wrong.
Studies show spirulina helps detox heavy metals, reduce cholesterol, support the immune system, and improve muscle endurance. If you often feel drained or dependent on caffeine, try spirulina in your morning smoothie. Blend it with banana, lemon, and honey. You'll get steady energy, not the quick spike and crash. It's clean fuel for a busy world. And like all ancient foods, its power grows with consistency. Ancient wisdom for modern living.
Benefit number 3.
The ancients didn't just
Protects
eat
the
differently.
heart.
They lived differently.
Your heart is the
They understood
engine.
something modern life often forgets. Healing isn't only about what you consume. It's about how you live. They honored the rhythm of nature. They rested when the sun set. They shared meals slowly, surrounded by family. They thanked the earth before eating, believing gratitude itself improved digestion. Today, we eat fast, scroll faster, and wonder why our energy feels empty. Maybe what we're missing isn't nutrition, it's connection. So how do we bring back that connection in a modern world? It starts with small rituals. Take a deep breath before you eat.
Benefit
Feel
number 4.
appreciation for the food
Sharpens
before
brain
you.
and
Chew
mood.
slowly, taste
Have you ever
deeply,
felt that
and give your body time to receive. You'll notice food feels different when you eat with awareness. Your stomach relaxes, your mind calms, and energy flows smoother. These small acts transform eating into healing. Because longevity isn't a race to stay young. It's the art of living fully, one mindful meal at a time. The science behind the tradition. It's easy to see ancient wisdom as superstition, but modern science keeps proving just how advanced they really were.
Benefit number 5.
In medical studies,
Restores
curcumin
gut
has been
health.
shown to reduce markers of inflammation, support cognitive function, and even help protect against Alzheimer's. Reishi has demonstrated immune-modulating effects and is now being studied. For its potential in reducing anxiety and fatigue, spirulina has shown powerful antioxidant and detoxifying properties and can even support red blood cell production. Researchers have discovered that these foods work best in combination, not as isolated extracts,
Benefit
but as
number
part of a
6.
whole, balanced
Balances
lifestyle.
blood sugar.
The ancients didn't have laboratories,
One of the most
but they had
overlooked
observation, patience, and wisdom passed through generations. They learned by watching nature, and nature rarely makes mistakes. When you eat turmeric, drink reishi tea, or blend spirulina into breakfast, you're not following a new trend. You're returning to what your body has always understood. Your blueprint for ageless living. Now let's bring it all together. If you want to age gracefully, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing small things consistently
number 7.
with awareness.
Supports
Start your morning with warm
skin,
water, lemon,
hair,
and a pinch of turmeric.
and anti-aging.
It wakes up your liver,
When
brightens
people
your
talk about
digestion,
glowing skin,
and sets a peaceful tone. Midday, fuel yourself with colorful foods. Greens, grains, beans, and maybe a spoon of spirulina. It keeps your blood sugar balanced and your energy steady. In the evening, instead of caffeine, try reishi tea. It helps your body transition from alertness to calm. Add gentle movement, deep breathing, sunlight, and laughter. These are the true ingredients of longevity. Ancient wisdom isn't about magic. It's about
How
rhythm,
to use moringa
the rhythm
in
of
daily
eating,
life.
resting,
Now that we
loving,
understand
and growing.
what moringa can do for
And once
your
you
body,
align with that rhythm, your body starts to remember how to heal. Naturally. A message to your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 10, 20, 30 years from now. You wake up easily. Your body feels light. Your mind clear. You walk outside, take a breath of fresh air, and smile. That version of you didn't get there by accident. It started right here, with one simple choice to care for
safety,
yourself.
dosage,
Maybe
and
you'll
balance.
add turmeric to your meals.
Like many of nature's
Maybe
gifts,
you'll sip reishi
moringa
tea
is
under the
gentle.
stars. Maybe you'll blend spirulina into a smoothie and drink it under the morning sun. Whatever you choose, do it with intention. Because every mindful act today is a gift to your future self. Longevity isn't a destination. It's a lifestyle, built slowly, gently, from the inside out. So take this wisdom, practice it, share it. Let the ancient nourish the modern. Let the past teach the future, and let every meal remind you, you are designed to heal, to thrive, to live long and live well. Thank you for being here, and may your journey toward longevity be filled
The
with
tree
light,
that heals the world.
peace, and gratitude.
Beyond personal help.
Feeling tired even after a full night's sleep? Maybe you know that feeling. You wake up, but you don't feel awake. You've had 8 hours of rest, yet your body feels heavy, your mind foggy. And before you know it, you're reaching for that first cup of coffee, then another one before noon, just to keep going. But here's the truth. Caffeine doesn't create energy. It borrows it. You're simply taking tomorrow's fuel to survive today. So why are so many of us running on empty? Our modern lives are filled with stress, late nights, processed food, and constant stimulation. Our adrenal system, the part that controls stress hormones, is overworked. And when your body can't restore balance, exhaustion becomes your new normal. But here's the good news. You don't have to live that way. Nature has already given us powerful, nutrient-rich foods that help restore balance, heal your cells, and bring back natural energy, the kind that lasts all day, not just for a few hours. Let's explore 3 ancient, science-backed superfoods that can recharge your body from within. Part 1. Unlocking Nature's Energy Vault. Superfood number 1.
Remembering
Maca
nature's
root,
wisdom.
the ancient energizer of the Andes. High in the cold mountains of Peru, farmers plant maca root, a hardy crop that grows where almost nothing else can survive. For centuries, they've used it as a sacred food to boost endurance, fertility, and strength. Modern research now shows why. Maca is an adaptogen. That means it helps your body adapt to stress, physical, emotional, and environmental. Instead of pushing your body harder like caffeine does, maca restores balance. When stress hormones like cortisol are high, maca helps bring them down. When they're too low, maca helps lift them back up. It gives your body what it needs, not too much, not too little. Nutritional benefits, rich in amino acids, iron, and calcium supports hormone balance for both men and women, improves focus and mood by nourishing the adrenal system. Many people notice that after a few days of adding maca, they don't just have more energy. They feel calmer, more centered, more emotionally balanced. How to use it? Start with half a teaspoon a day in your smoothie or oatmeal. It blends beautifully with cocoa or nut butter. Think of it as nature's stress reset button. Superfood number 2. Chia seeds. Tiny seeds, massive power. Chia means strength in the ancient Mayan language, and for good reason. Just 2 tablespoons of chia contain over 4 grams of protein, 5 grams of omega-3s, and nearly half your daily fiber needs. When soaked, Chia seeds absorb up to 10 times their weight in water, forming a natural gel that slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar. That's why they're incredible for maintaining steady energy throughout the day. No more spikes, no more crashes, just smooth, sustained vitality. Why it works. When your blood sugar levels swing up and down, your body releases stress hormones, and that drains energy. Chia's soluble fiber keeps glucose